Well, hello friends. How you doing? How your mama doing? Hope everybody is well today. How's your weekend going so far? Of course, we're back on our night schedule for today because this morning I got up very early to get up and smoke some meats. Got a brisket and some Boston butt, some pork shoulder going. You heard the campaign is hardcore? Oh, okay. I'll definitely have to get my friend. I have a really, really close friend of mine that I grew up with. His dad was actually part of that conflict. So when the actual event happened, when that helicopter went down in Mogadishu, and the whole Black Hawk Down, like, you know, like the actual event that the movie and this campaign, this game is based off of, his dad, I knew this man growing up, you know, he was like a second dad to me. He was one of the medics who went in and rescued those guys. Not the SEAL team that went in to rescue the helicopter pilots, because those guys kind of got fucked up. But he was part of the Army medics who went to go rescue the rescuers after that super fucking crazy intense battle in Mogadishu. He was part of that, like lived it, and I'm like, holy shit. He told me about this shit when I was a kid and stuff. It was crazy. And so I need to get my buddy, that was his dad, to watch that particular stream. Check that shit out. I think he'd be interested. Okay, so I actually got my metalworking to 88%. Metalworking novice. Unfortunately. Gotta get the 4-man for the campaign. Ooh, do you want to do a 4? Dude, we do. We can do a 4-man squad for the campaign. Holy shit. And that way we can have, like, all the different abilities and stuff. We can have, like, the tracking arrow. We can have, like, the, you know, the explosives from, like, you know, dibs on Uluru. Dibs! Calling it now. I want to play Uluru. We'll get the medic or something like that. You know, that'd be really good. That'd be really good. Ah, okay. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I think that'll be really cool. Alright. Oh, I like that guild. Mordor. I should make a guild of all dwarves and call it Durin's Folk. That would be great. But wifey wouldn't make a dwarf. I mean, female dwarves are freaking hideous. I wonder, can you rename your guild? I mean, at this point, there really isn't even a reason to, like, not just remake a guild if we want to remake, because I only have like 100 points towards our guild XP. It takes 4 million points to get a second level in the guild. It's insane. And, like, look at all these freaking upgrades you need. That's ridiculous. I don't know when you get these skill points, but good God. It takes 4 million to get 1 point, and, like, are each of these 1 point? Like, J-Bus. See, I would want that. The adventuring XP, the weapon XP, drop rate. I mean, what? This is amazing stuff for the guild. Health regen, mana regen, power multiplier, XP processing, crafting rates. Like, wow. Yeah, honestly, if I find a big guild that maybe all of us can join at the same time, maybe we should all just give up on this and join another guild so we can see what it's like to have a leveled one. They're already freaking
this?
Oh, I was gonna say, there's already freaking market spammers or like gold sellers. Oh, never mind. All right. I don't see anybody answering that, so nothing on the hunting commission board. I have smelted all of my metal. I have 0 metal. I need to get like 100 stack of something and just freaking just get it done. I think I'm out of metal. Let me make sure. I should be completely out of metal though. Materials. So there's my metal like fragments. Storage. So let me store these. Don't. All right. Those are all stored. That's all my metal fragments that I can use to make weapons and stuff, which is great. But I'm trying to level my metallurgy and then work on my weapons. I have 2 tin. And then I cannot smelt that yet because I don't have my freaking smelting high enough. I need all of the ore. All of it. All of it. Hey, it's Diogora, the guild leader, or the mayor of Jova. That's his Drake. Drake of the Canopy. I actually got to see it fly the other day. I was like, oh, cool, nice. Flying mounts look really cool. There was this, like, undead-looking fucking horse that somebody had when I played the other day. Like, I have to have one of those. I think it's called, like, Dark Omen or something. I mean, this is cool, too. This is the Terror Bird. The Terror Bird looks pretty nice, too. Like, way better than whatever this thing is. Plumed Halberdier? Nah, dude. Terror Bird. That's gangster. The lion's really cool. But yeah, that undead horse. I wonder if anybody has one around here. I'm just oh, there's a raptor, an armored raptor. Nice. That looks cool. Okay. There's so many cool mounts. I gotta have them all. He who smelt it, dealt it. You fucking nerd. How dare you make me giggle like a child? All right. Well, who is online? It's Danto and Danto Wifey. Danto Wifey hit level 11 on her mage. Nice. Congrats, Wifey. All right. Well, since it's just the 2 of us tonight, I think what I'm going to do, so I'll stop the music for now. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to get some metal for my smelting, and in the meantime, because I heard a little person tell me that there's some really good mining in this area, especially if you put down one of the mining pylons and shit. So I'm going to go all the way across the map over here to this thing. Or, unless I can get a group, I'm about to yell up in the chat to see if I can get a group to run this thing here. Remnants of Cephalon. I got to come down here to this city and do some XP grinding and get some monies. If you pull Gemstring back up, I can show you. Yeah. So the gem spring is here. Here is the gem spring. Eating the last bit of my French bread pizza. Southeast corner leading to the top. Mm-hmm. No. Southeast. Sorry. You sold a few things? Nice, wifey. Copper, sapphire, all kinds of nodes. Okay, cool. Down here, in this area. All right. So I'll probably take the southern route to get in there. Okay. Well, off we go. That's the auto run button. There we go. Let's go. They're close to each other on the mountainside. I do. Yeah, I have those with me. Apprentice mining survey pylon. I got 3 of them. Metalworking experience, mining experience. Yep, give me some experience scrolls. We got to put all these in my bank. Gotta put all this back in my bank. Because that stuff can be dropped if I get PvP'd. Or if I decide to PvP someone. Regardless, let's not chance losing stuff, shall we? I'm going to put that back in the bank. I had moved that all down from the previous city and had it put back in here, so it's a really quick thing to do. Yeah, that's mainly what I thought about it. Like, just you guys the other night were getting murdered right outside of town, or right in town. So was Wifey. She was, like, actually at the market, and people were just doing their PvPing and murdering people and stealing all their shit. And, like, at the market's, like, the best place to do it because people are trying to post things, so their inventory's full of stuff. Shitty, but that's how it be. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are all armor smithing. And then I have some jewel crafting ones. And then I have some weapons master ones I can't do yet. Okay, what are those treasure chests or treasure maps in there I don't need? We'll keep that. That's my Palace Cat Beast of Burden. Let's see here. Think that'll do it. Got my weaponsmith shirt, metalworker shirt, stonemason shirt. We'll keep the mining scroll, metalworking, stonemasonry. There we go. That's better. Battle Kitty, go! Oh, so you're out there doing stuff and someone murdered you and stole all your stuff? That sucks. Sorry, I'm sorry, man. Hey, Lippin, what's up? How are you? And we gotta start going up there in teams, dude. That's what it is. Gonna go out there farming. Bring a buddy. Alright, so while we're running, I need to see if there's any ROS groups looking for DPS, because that's about what I need to do. Coming up on 1 year followed soon. Yeah, Lippin, it's been a minute. Time does fly. Yeah, second time it was frustrating. No, I bet, dude. I bet. Now, is it like a certain guild or a certain group of people? Because, you know, how it can be sometimes. There are people that hunt an area. I'm just curious if that's the case. I'm going out there with nothing but some wood and some glint. I am going to need to pay my taxes. 48 is my tax receipt here in Jova. It is much more manageable. This summer, you're finally, and for the first time, going to watch AC/DC live? Wow, fucking, that's awesome, man. Hell yeah. I mean, they couldn't possibly be touring for all that much longer, so, you know, get your chances to see them while you can. You know, I was actually just talking at the last stream about, you know, some different bands and stuff that I've seen or want to see, and we were talking about how I basically listened to the Red Hot Chili Peppers my entire life. From when I was in diapers, my dad would rock me to sleep to the Red Hot Chili Peppers, to right now, as an adult, as 37 years old, I still love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I've never seen them in concert. I've never gone to a live show of the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I grew up listening to the Foo Fighters, you know, one of my favorite bands. Never saw the Foo Fighters live either. Never seen the Foo Fighters live either. Overlord, stick around. Newbie areas killing people that hit 5 and lose PvP protection. The second time it was someone from a Fed guild. Ah. Wow, you saw Motorhead at 24? Rest in peace, Lenny. That's awesome, Lippin. Hell yeah, dude. That's a good one. Hell yeah, man. Well, that is really cool. Did you go see AC/DC? I know some dads that would think that's really awesome. My dad and my wife's dad are both like, yeah, AC/DC, right on. What is this place? Under the mountain here. The Hall's Adjudication. Oh, that's like a higher level area, isn't it? I'll have to look on the Ashes Codex, see what the level is for stuff in the Hall Adjudication. Out of curiosity. Let's see here. Ashes Codex. Put that over here. I am definitely curious. Let's see. There's Jova. Level... Oh, those are level 15. That's actually right around our level. 10, 15. Huh. And they're named boss mobs. Level 15 named boss mobs. Boog, Boss Knack, and the Warden. Oh. That's a pretty nice drops there. Bone earring, bone necklace. Those are best in slot for fighter. Early best in slot for fighter. That could be worth farming with friends. Hall of Adjudication. I'll have to try that one out sometime. Your dad being in the rock and roll, all that, played in bands and done music stuff. Oh, yeah, Tony Hawk 3. I think it was 2. Yeah, I think it was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 that had Motorhead's Ace of Spades on it. That's the one that leans out to me the most. I want to say it was Pro Skater 2. But yeah, it's definitely, you know, a while back. And, of course, that song, Motorhead's older than that. That's really cool, though. He's like, have you heard of Ace of Spades? Come here, son. My dad had me listening to Motorhead, AC/DC, Metallica, like all sorts of, you know, the older metal bands growing up a lot. And definitely encouraged me to, you know, listen to all sorts of music. My first CD, I got my first compact disc player. It was for my 8th birthday. So this was 1995, 96, 95. I got a Sony Walkman disc player. And my very first CD was Korn Follow the Leader. No, it was not the edited version. My dad had bought me Korn Follow the Leader for my first CD at 8 years old. And then subsequently, you know, Metallica's like Enter Sandman and all that. And I had all sorts of AC/DC albums. I got Led Zeppelin albums and listen to all sorts of other stuff too. But yeah, that was kind of funny to think back on. All right, let's see. Looking in chat. Fighter. G. Just see what's up. Tell you if people want to do things. Grew up in the 90s and 2000s. I'm sure you grew up during the technology boom. Yeah. Exactly, it's that. I mean, yeah, I'm 4 years older than you, so I just turned 37, so, yep. Got to see all that. You know, it's funny. Remember, like, those really stretchy phone cords that you can basically, you know, from, like, the phone in the kitchen and walk around your whole fucking house with it? Why is it that those were a thing, and yet I can't get a USB cord to last, like, 6 fucking months? What the fuck? Going to LAN parties, hearing those big ass CRT screens. You know, I never really traveled with my PC to do LAN parties with friends. I've done them, but it was like later in life. But back in those days, I played PC games by myself, and then when I first got like a dial-up modem at home, I did attempt playing StarCraft, the original StarCraft online, which is a terrible idea if you're not Korean, because you just get decimated. I learned real quick what it meant to play StarCraft online in the 90s. So remember having a rotary phone? Yep. But seriously, what happened to like phone cord technology? I'm dead serious. Why did we have those stretchy little coiled up, you know, phone cords that could go for miles? Your dog chewed on it. Hell, you probably chewed on it while you were on the phone with people, and could walk to one end of your house to the other with it, and the thing not pull off the wall, fray, bend, whatever, and then go back to about this big. And yet, my USB cables can't last 6 fucking months to charge my phone. Like, that is a back step in technology, people. What the hell? We used to use a wheelbarrow to move my computers. Nice. Very nice. It did get together with guys. When I was in basic training, I got together with a bunch of guys, and we would like get our Xboxes. Like, I actually brought like a router, like a plug-in router, and of course we didn't have internet in the barracks, but I could basically use it as a switch at the point once I powered it. And so the four of us would all plug our Xboxes together so we could play Halo 2. When I got out of basic training, was in like my training for my job and stuff. They call it tech school in the Air Force, like AIT or whatever, in the Army, B school if you're Navy and Marines. Like, everybody's got a different fucking name for it. But when I was in the training for my job after basic, yes, we would LAN our Xboxes together. That shit was so much fun. Hi, Kai. How you doing, bud? What you been up to, friend? Been sick, so not much. Gotcha. You know what they're talking about in chat actually has me thinking, wifey. If they open up new servers when it goes to beta on May 1st, do you want to start a new character on a different server or stick with this server? Because I would kind of like to see like how the cities get to become level 3, like a fresh server start, and like how that is. I guess it kind of depends on how far we get these characters. Because also, I don't know if I'd want to, have a level 25 geared out character and then be like, oh, let's start brand new. And, that too. We'll see. Well, I mean, is that actually written down now? Because all news about wipes, nothing has been officially said by AOC devs. People who play the game have said that. I still haven't seen any official statement stating we are going to wipe when beta starts. I've never been over here. What the hell is this? What is this? Good. A little well and shrine or something. Cool. Are they gonna bidet instead? Wait, what? River Dancer Otter. Aw. That's one you can hunt, but it's dead. Wah. Hey, that key. Wow. Alright, here we go. Going up the node here to this area that has the mining. Alright, I see the spooters. Giant web weaver. Giant web weaver. Giant web weaver. Stupid thing. Is that a kitty mount? It is. It's my battle kitty. Bugged. Oh, there it is. It's fixed. Alright, so let's check out some of this, this here mining that could be in this area. Ooh, like that. Alright, so there's that. I don't know if I want to pop an XP scroll yet. I kind of want to check the area out, but I don't want to miss it. You know, I'm just going to go ahead and mine this anyway. So literally murder mittens. Yes, it's murder mittens. But he's so cute. Look at it. It's such a cute kitty. Alright, got me some zinc. There's Gold Alpha 2. Not to wipe, but for Phase 3 goals, to have a fresh start on servers just depends on testing. There you go. So that means they're not wiping, but they will open up new servers for people to do fresh starts if they want. So that is their goal, is actually to not have to wipe, but to offer fresh starts on servers. Yes, I know that. I'm alpha transition to beta. And that's when I was saying that nowhere has there been mention of a wipe before beta. And now he just read out the stuff for alpha. And that's why I just validated once again that there isn't any plans for wiping. Stupid level 6 ravens. Why are there so many of them out here? Go away! Alright, we gotta go to the southeast corner of all this. There's a spider. Aha! There's a ruby. So is this where it starts? And there's the other. So, okay, those are the two you talked about. Okay, no problem. I didn't want it to bite my pet. There we go. No problem. Bye, spiders. Alright, so yeah, this is looking like a spot that we want to farm. I'm going to pop my pylon. A general error has occurred. Please try again. There we go. All right, so there's that. And then mining experience scroll. Let's go. Oh, yeah, it'll despawn after like 3 hours, dude. It takes a while. Oh, yo, it is certainly that, Lippin. I have fallen in love with this game. I've been playing a lot of it in the last 2 weeks since I picked it up, and of course, Wifey's picked it up alongside me. It's fucking great, dude. It checks so many boxes. Oh my god. You got questions and stuff, or want to pick my brain about it? I am no expert. I'll readily say that. However, I have played a fair amount of it, and have since been reading, learning, doing stuff. So ask away. Looking to pick up the game, but not for over $100. Well, that's the only options for this foreseeable future. I can understand where, because right now it's 110. It won't be down to 100 until May 1st. I understand that completely. Wifey and I were holding off for the very same reasons. The reason we went ahead and made the plunge is we've been watching the game, since well before it was ever any kind of playable state. Number one. But also, as we've been watching people play it on stream, we've gotten to see, the work the devs put into it, how the game continues to grow and get better, and how much content is there. And then at the end of the day, what am I getting for that $110 than the ability to play an incomplete game? Okay. Well, just like when you buy other editions of video games, there are some other perks. It comes with, when they do start charging a sub, which they will, that's standard for MMOs and shouldn't surprise anybody. When they start charging a sub, well, we already have our first free month. All right, cool. So there's $15. All right. And then also another $15 of stuff that's going to be used in their cosmetic shop store thing. All right, cool. So there's another $15. Not bad. All right, so I get access to the game. $60. Ballpark, right? All right, cool. We're already sitting at, $85 or $90 right there. Like that I get access to immediately for my 110. And then the extra, $30 is, oh, I want to play the game now instead of in 3 years. Okay, cool. Math checks out. And then at the end of the day, it kind of comes down to this. I can get my money's worth out of the content that is currently in the game. Because for me, I have a little formula that I keep in mind, keep in my head, basically. My time outside of work, mind you, which does actually have a, monetary value per hour of my life. For time spent doing other things, leisure activities, I compare it to the price of admission to a movie theater. And for, $20, $25, you can enjoy yourself for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, right? I mean, movies over 2 hours are on the rarer side. So that's the price of admission, basically. That's what it costs for you to spend time in a video game. And if I can get that many hours out of this game to equate to my, $110 investment, then it is indeed worth the money. And after watching the game for some time and seeing the content available, I knew at that point I can get my money's worth of content out of this game. Therefore, I can spend the money on that game. And that's where we got to where we are now. And that's totally fun too, Ariana. I get that as well. I am definitely not saying my way is right. My way makes sense for me. It may make sense for others too. You know, because people do pop in the chat and go like, "Hey, do you think this game is worth it?" And like they'll just ask directly, and I'll give basically that entire spiel I just did. To me, based on the logic I just presented, yes, it is worth it. But, you know, apply your own logic, thoughts and feelings, and search your feelings. You know it to be true. Yep. I understand. Most definitely. You know, that really isn't a bad spot to farm some metal. I mean, there's a lot more stone nodes up and down through there. I kind of want to go look at really quick, maybe see if there is some metal hiding up in there, but looking around, I'm trying to grab copper and zinc. Honestly, is basically all I really need until I get my metalworking leveled. What was that? It is to be a sapphire? It is. It is not what I need. Meow. Meow. Splash. No metal. Metal is very hard to come by. It's difficult. Well, I guess I'll have to report a bug that my pylon didn't work. Well, at least it didn't waste it. I only had 3. So it failed to actually launch, so I'm not getting the bonus from the pylon. Because there's no circle in the mini-map. So we're not getting the bonus from the pylon, but I do have the 23-minute cooldown, and it didn't use it. So if that happens again, I'll report the bug. It let me use the item and place the pylon. Yeah, it just didn't stick. So I shall report the bug. I'll test it again. Is there an LFG tool? Oh, I did miss that. Teleportation to said dungeons? No, it is none of that, actually. This is another, you know... I've explained it to a friend of mine. It's got an old school MMO soul, the new school feel. I mean, it's not exactly old school MMO. If you want that in a new MMO experience, I got the game for it. It's called Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. It's true old school MMO style. It is like EQ, but prettier. This game, it's got a lot more newer things to it. But no, there is not an LFG. It is, you type it in chat that you need fucking people. There is no fast travel. Period. Flying mounts will also be limited. Only guild masters of large guilds that have like a castle, not so much large guilds, but highly leveled guilds that have like a castle, those guild masters can have flying mounts. City mayors, mayors of the nodes, can have flying mounts. Guild masters can award 2 flying mounts to guild officers in the events of guild war, should they own one, a castle, or keep for that guild. And then there's like 1 or 2 ultra rare drops that are flying mounts usable by anyone. That is it. That's what it is. And that's written on the official Ashes of Creation wiki. That is the current state of things, current and future state of things. I didn't mind the addition of flying in World of Warcraft. I think it did make the game great. And I don't think it detracted anything from the game. I really don't. In fact, it actually kind of lowered the barrier of entry for a lot of people because, let's be real, can't everybody spend fucking 2 hours of their day that they get traveling or in a video game traveling to and from the places they want to be in that fucking video game? Like, as adults, we ain't got time for that shit. So yeah, flying mounts are great. Oh, isn't the map massive? Dude, yeah, it takes me 20 minutes to go from one side to the other. And this is a 16th of the available map. Or what's gonna be available. Like, this is a very tiny area. But I could run from... You could run on foot from, I think, one of these cities. This city. From this city here to... I think it was like over here or something like that. People were running from here to here doing caravans. And it took an hour and a half. An hour and a half. From here to here. With a standard mount. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's cool in concept. That's cool. But if you are an adult who works for a living and has a life... Motherfucker, you only got like 3 hours at the end of your workday to do shit. And you're going to spend an hour and a half running from one side of the map to the other? That's not going to help retain players. With that being said, there is going to be a slight caveat to the fast travel thing, right? Certain cities, this one here, like this is a scientific village. If they are a scientific city, right now their village is level 3, I guess level 5 or whatever. As they get higher level, they will be able to build a teleporter that will allow you to teleport between other cities or like special scientific cities within that node for that scientific city. And then there's the, what is that? Oh, there it is. There is the other thing to where there's going to be something called families. So basically, your alt characters. And I guess, like, say, like me and Wifey, we can like have our characters married in-game, become a family. And then with family characters, you will be able to do a, basically a command, a cooldown to teleport to a person within your family. So that's going to be a thing. That's not a thing yet. So there are some small quality of life things that actually are going to exist within the realm of fast travel, just not fast travel as we would typically think of it. But yeah, I definitely do have a problem with having a map that takes you 3 hours to traverse on foot and like needing to do that shit. I stream for 3 hours, right? I may have longer to game. I do sometimes. I make time for that, especially on the weekends, right? But I stream, say, for 4 hours. And if I have to go from here to here during my stream, that's the day. Sorry, guys. Thanks for watching me run down a road for 3 hours. So I don't want that. I really don't. There is a, for lack of better terms, a romance, if you will, for, ultra difficult games, and you gotta survive, and you gotta walk 500 fucking miles to the nearest town. That does appeal to some people. It does not appeal to me. And I would not play a game that does that. I ain't got time for that shit in my adult life. What are these things up here? Why are there so many of them? last I remember, they didn't state when families were a thing. I don't think that's been on the roadmap for alpha testing. This is not what I want to be doing. Is up here just murdering everything up here. This is not why I came here. I want to mine things, you bastard. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with you liking that or anyone liking that. I am not saying you can't enjoy that shit. I'm saying I don't enjoy that shit. And I hope the devs realize that there are a lot of people. In fact, let's go on a limb and say the vast majority of players that are over age 25 don't have 7+ hours a day to put into playing their games they want to play. Might have 3 or 4, but they can't spend all fucking day getting to places to do things. They need to be able to, you know, get to where they want to go, have their fun, and fucking leave. G-Meister, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the graveyard. Appreciate you. J-Man, I'm assuming you're playing too, since you were able to answer the question about families, or, you know, add in that information. You, doing the alpha as well, or just somebody reading up on things? There's been people pop in the chat that know way more about the game than I do, and they've never even fucking played it. Because they just read stuff. Got around 500 hours. Nice. That's cool. Yeah, or I guess officially at 2 weeks now that we've played. We've gone through, you know, two testing weekends. So this is our 3rd testing weekend going into it now. And so recently started, this is my main character. It's a level 15 fighter. And since there's not many people from our guild on, which, you know, just people we've met either in-game or via the stream. But we don't have anybody on in the guild. And so I was like, you know, I'm going to go do some mining and stuff. Insufficient stamina. Ah! Stupid web weaver. Alright. You were an F1 backer. Nice, nice. Yeah, we were holding off. What's this? Interact. I don't have anything to interact with here. This is cool though. Pretty. Actually reminds me of, like, Pillars of Eternity and Avowed. The Adra. Oh, I can't mine Sapphire. That's Journeyman. I hate these little things. Where's all the metal, damn it? Haven't played much recently. Have a level 16 fighter, 12 ranger, 10 tank, 10 cleric, 8 bard. Nice. Yeah, I really like fighter. Fighter's a lot of fun. You can do rogues on the testing realm. It's in D8. So, like, I could go into the test realm and try out rogue. I just couldn't stream it. It's on the PTR. I guess it's not really a PTR. It's not a public test realm. It's on the test realm, though. Not public because, well, not everybody can do it. You gotta be after the game. Ooh. Level 25, so mining and lumberjacking. 20-something milling. 10 carpentry and metalworking. Yeah, dude, metalworking is so difficult. Holy shit. I might die. Oh, that's because that one's a level 9. I didn't pay attention to that before. Boom. Okay, we need to run over there. Goodbye. Leave me alone, big spider. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Can I make the jump? Oh, I can. Oh. Get away. Oh, look at all the little spiders, too. Ah, we survived. Yes. Once you get 10, it's way easier. I know, but this, oh my God, it takes so much metal and so much time. That's why I came over here, man. Like, what the fuck? Just saw spider legs. Anyway, dude, metal is such a pain in the ass to get. Why? Why is there no copper and fucking 10? Well, I barely see any, ever. Zinc, copper, 10, it's just fucking not around. Doink, doink, doink. Hardcore, parkour. Treasure maps for copper. Really? You're close to the starter area for copper, IMO. You found lots in the desert. Okay. But I probably shouldn't go to the desert like level 15, right? Like that's probably like, hey, look at me. I'm fucking shark bait. You know? You wasn't only fuck it. All right. Let's go. I haven't even been to the desert yet, y'all. Let's do it. I'm going to risk it for a biscuit. I still have 158 minutes worth of my XP thing for mining. Mat bag's empty for the most part. I've been here mining here, so it's full of mats that I'm actively farming. Play way better look at than snow. You know what? That's fair. I haven't been down here. Settler Brock, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the graveyard. How's it going? How you doing? How your mama doing? Hope everybody's well today. Good morning, evening, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Welcome in. Oakenbane Keep. I do like running Oakenbane Keep. I wouldn't mind an oak group. That would be great. ROS would be better for me. I am level 15. I'm at the low end for the Remnant of Cephalon, but that would be great experience for me. Celebrock, I'm good. We got one eye open. Means I'm going to sleep good. Hell yeah. That's the way to be. I like it. I actually took a nap. I got up, well, my wife and I got up at 3:45 this morning to get stuff together and go over to her parents' house to get together for an annual smoking day we do with the family. And so myself, father-in-law, my brother-in-law got the big old smoker, and I cooked up 2 Boston butts or pork shoulders. That's also what they're called, depending on where you're from. And a 16-pound brisket. Put them on the smoker at 5 this morning. And we got home around like 2:30 p.m. after they all done cooking. Came home, did some adulting, you know, cleaning, whatnot. Took a nap for an hour and a half. Got up, ate some dinner, and I'm streaming. Woohoo! Yeah. Talking about the meats. Talking about the meats. Smoking meats. Not smoking a pancake. Bong in the blitz. Yeah, yeah, pretty excited. So we came home and like prepped all that, put it together. What the fuck is all? Is that zombies? Not a zombies. It's a lot of low-level zombies. One star zombies. And ravens and you know what? I'm gonna pick up some quests here in Marileth really quick anyway too. Maybe I can get some commissions to get iron and whatnot. Saw your disabled event in Georgia. Oh, hey! So we're like depressed neighbors. Nice, Brock. Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for your service. Yeah, welcome to the Broke Man Club. I was talking about with people earlier today about, oh, you're too young to be hurt like you are. Hear me out. I just had shoulder surgery to repair some crap that happened during my service, and oh, you're too young to be hurt, and need all this surgery and blah blah blah. It's like, lady, you age 4 years for every year you're enlisted, and I was there for 14 of them. I have the outer body of a 37-year-old, and internally, I should be powder. How's the shoulder? You know, it's all right, Wolf. I was just telling the guys, yeah, we did our annual meat smoking day with my in-laws. So luckily, I had my brother-in-law to help me out with lugging around that big old brisket and those 2 pork shoulders that I did earlier, and the wifey prepped them because this was planned like 6 months ago. We had another smoking day in like August, and we're like, okay, well in February on this date we're gonna do it again. But then my shoulder surgery happened, and so wifey helped prep the meat. Her brother-in-law helped me put it on the grill, the smoker, get it off. We got it home. Wifey then shredded the pork. I carved the brisket up, and then she vacuum sealed what we're gonna keep in there, just for later. I'm sitting talking to you guys and did not pick up those quests. And then, yeah, so we got all that prepped, so pretty good. He did 6 years and came out limping. Yep, I did 14 and came out very broken. Go to your mount sprint. You can, yeah. I have moved it, but sometimes the UI gets all weird and either like resizes things or like shows the buttons and I don't want it to show, and I can never get it fixed. So I just said fuck it and left it. Found me some copper. I'll do a thing for your city in Marileth. Why not? Necrolite. I like that. Alright, where is... I don't think I've ever actually been into Marileth. Let me get to the freaking board that's over here. And pick up any of the crafting quests or whatever. Rare copper. Thanks, wifey. Why would you have 2 needs because you didn't do 8? Yeah, exactly, Wolf. Exactly. Exactly. That's how it works, man. Alright, ad coming up. Smoke them if you got them. 3-minute ad break because pre-rolls, it disables them. Sorry, not sorry. Dwarves on wolves. Sir, that's not a wolf. Actually, I'm gonna call this guy out. He's like, what? We are on Laneth. Guys, that's Rudy just has a skin condition. Talking about his big turtle. That's funny. Alright. So I got the storage there. Alright, requisitions. So here's the storage guy. We should be able to find... Oh, there we go. There's the fighting quests. Wolf police over here. In character, RIP. Alright, let's see. Topple the Terrace Nickabray. We'll do that. We'll do that. Not doing Tower Carfin. Why not? Sure. Let's just like locate these things. Why not? Cool. I'll pick all those up. All right, where are the artisan quest board? Where is it? Ah, there it is. Artisan quest board. Oh, I guess I can't pick up anymore. That's fine. Okay. You got the $400 Kickstarter like 4 years ago and haven't heard of this game much? Wow. I mean, I've done Kickstarters too. I get that. Dude, the game's great. I'm having a damn good time playing. I need to go south. I need to go this way. Go around the city. Loving the game. Missed out on the Kickstarter by a month. Heard about it right after it ended. Yeah, we chose not. I say, I'll lurk some, man. Gotta continue conquering the galaxy in Stellaris. Hey, nice, Lip. I like Stellaris. That's good. I was actually mentioning, or somebody mentioned in my stream the other day, like, we need to do the Star Wars mod for Stellaris. I'm like, yes, we should sometime. So cool. You just got back into Final Fantasy 14 and can't survive 2 at once. No, I get that. I played 14 as well. I understand. I don't know. This checks more boxes for me than 14 does. I liked 14. I really liked the story of 14. Like, it's super awesome. But I don't know. It kind of got... I don't know. I didn't really have, like, a core group of people to play with. And I did find a guild that, you know, in-game and play with them for a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe I found the wrong crowd or something like that. But I have not played Final Fantasy XIV for some time. Not since the Endwalker expansion. I did Endwalker, but not anything after that. And this is the first time I can say in over a decade, but probably in nearly the entirety of the 20 years I've done it, I do not have an active WoW subscription. Probably for the first time in 20 years. It expired in December. I usually do like 6-month subs. But I'm not playing WoW currently. And that says something. Right now, this is my one and only MMO. And honestly, if things continue as they are with this game and how much I'm enjoying myself in it, this has just become my one and only MMO for the foreseeable future. I really, really, really enjoy this game. There are some interesting people that make up the main chunk of its population. Hard to find people to mesh with. Yeah, there's that too. Yeah. But I liked 14. I mained the Gunbreaker. I loved because I love my favorite Final Fantasy is 8. I haven't played a Final Fantasy game since 10. Well, technically, I played Final Fantasy 11 MMO because I'm old and I played a lot of MMOs back in the time in those days. So I've played Final Fantasy 11, but other than that, thank you, Celebrock. See, I knew we could be friends. 8 is the best. The fuck is wrong with people? 8 is so awesome. Why do people hate on 8 so much? The fucking flying ship, the gun blades. Whoa, 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 wait, I went purple. Why'd I go purple? Oh, fuck that. Oh, this is a, no, this is a no-no area. No. Mm-mm. I'm running away from that. I don't want to be... Oh, no, I gotta unflag. No, I am going to get copper, but in the desert. I wanted to go to the desert. I didn't want to come out here to the lawless lands and get murdered. I don't want to get murdered. I don't like murder. At least not yet. I'm squishy. Don't murder me yet. Well, since I'm a dwarf, I'm gonna go through the mountains, as a good dwarf should. And see, let me find copper. All right, I really need to unflag. Okay, phew. I see it ticking down now. Yay. I didn't realize that there was a blank space between those nodes. Ooh. Oh. Let's put you in there. Okay. But yeah, so that was a surprise. You misbehaving, Thanto? I was not misbehaving. No. I accidentally a thing. Okay? So, if you see a blank space that isn't a node, right? You see this? You can go there. Uh-huh. And it's a bad place, okay? It is the wild, wild west, and I do not mean the campy Will Smith film from the late 90s. I mean the Wyatt Earp type of shit. The I'll be your Huckleberry kind of shit. I don't want that. No, I'm squishy. I'm level 15. I will get dookied on. I don't want to lose this halfway decent medals and stuff I'm carrying. Yeah. You pass through, you get autoflagged. Hey, Celebrat, take it easy, man. Good having you pop by. Nice meeting you. Have a good evening. We'll be live again tomorrow, but actually tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Eastern. I'll say Central. Because that's our weekend schedule. But I didn't do that today because of the meat smoking stuff that I did until 2:30. So we're doing our weekday time frame for tonight. But tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., I go live again, play more Ashes of Creation. Haha. But yes, you do get auto-flagged. That was scurry. I've been lagging. Getting some lag spikes today. Weird. I haven't gotten lag spikes like that since I played on the EU server, like the first day I played the game. Again, that just kind of speaks to the stability of the alpha servers. It's really not bad. All right, I have to get a certain type of tree. Is this one of them? That is. Oh, that is. Oh, it may happen, Kaleo, because I am going somewhere where there are high-level people. I'm going to the desert. On the recommendation of chat. To roll down to the desert and look for metals. All right, what was that? Let's see, that's my Halcyon quest. Miraleth, here we go. Yeah, harvest. Yeah, Western Larch. Snowdrop. Freaking none of the things I just chopped down. Alright. Guess where I did have a... Hold on, I should have a quest. Mine 10, mine ruby. Oh, we got that one. Nice. Harvest ash, that's it. Bluegill. Oh, we got our copper one. Boom. Eastern hemlock, oak. Okay, I thought I had to get some trees. Eastern hemlock, oak, ash. Alright. And then we're going to the desert for the first time. We are exploring. We are an explorer dwarf. I am part of the Beastmasters Guild. I must find what new beasts are in these untamed lands of the desert. It'll be fun. Alright, Eastern Hemlock, Eastern Hemlock. Maybe I get those nodes real quick. Gotta get them. Gotta chop them all. I really don't need to chop all of them. Just need to get a few. I think just 10. And that's actually like chopping down 10 trees, not getting 10 boards. Okay, it's actually 20. I will work on these in a little bit. Ooh, got some green lumberjack to 7. Well, look at that. That was a lucky one. Whoosh. All right, let's go. That's just fucking normal ash. I'll chunk that. There we are. To the desert. By way of a node this time, so we don't get automatically flagged for PvP. I do not want that. Sam, I am. Ooh. There's a scorpion down there, too. Will I survive this? Maybe. Oh, I did not take near as much fall damage as I thought. Okay. Whew. I was just being really cautious for no reason. All right. That's a level 10. That's a bad thing. Get away. A sand squall broodling. Those are actually... Oh, Jesus. What level is that? That's level 28? Why is there a 28 heading around like level 10s? That is not cool. All right, so there we go. We're in Sunhaven, or going towards Sunhaven. We're in the node for Sunhaven. All right, so we're leaving the snow-covered mountains. And as the snow makes way for sand in the buttes of Sunhaven. Not bad. Not bad. So some of you other folks, G-Meister, what do you guys play? What are your classes? What server you on? How long you been playing some Ashes of Creation? What you like about it? Tell me what you guys think. You know, normally it's always the streamer in here going, you know, here's my opinion. What's y'all's opinion of the game? I want to know. Level 10 Herbalism, congrats, wifey! Ooh, Obsidian. I have not mined Obsidian before. Oh, this is new. What is this buff? Memorial Site Essence Font. XP debt multiplier reduced by 10%. Max health increased by 2%. Mining speed increased by 2%. Well, that is cool too. Oh, sandstone. I haven't mined sandstone either. Oh, nice. Also nice. Okay. Level 25 Giant Scarab, 2-star Elite, and Armored Shell. Only it takes increased damage from behind it. Don't they all? Is that harvestable? What is this? Oh, it's poppy. Holy fuck, that's a lot of this stuff. Hey, wifey, do you need poppy? Like, holy shit, there's a lot of this stuff right here. Like, all of this yellow you see is harvestable poppy. What? I'm in the desert. It's a novice herbalism poppy. I don't know if you can use it for anything or if there's a certain recipe you need it for. But let me know. But yeah, like as soon as you come into the desert area, right south of Marilith and the top of Sunhaven, like right where it goes from green to desert, there is enough poppy that you could probably in one session and within 200 yards of where you started, reach 20 in herbalism. There is a lot of it here. Like, I'm standing here and there's like 4 harvestable nodes. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's crazy. Right. I don't do herbalism. I am here for mining. I must get more metals. I am a dwarf who is a metal worker. I make weapons. I'm a weaponsmith. I need metal for my profession. This is really pretty, though. I haven't been to the desert yet, so this is cool. Reminds me a lot of Conan Exiles. Like, running down through here, looking for metal specifically. I do feel like I'm playing Exiles again. Ooh. Thought I happened to see that little hidden node of 10 there. Alright, no space in my inventory. You know what? Screw that regular obsidian. Yeah. So, I wonder what is a good way... What is a good way to do... One of you guys mentioned doing coal and something else out of oak, but did somebody mention obsidian, or it was coal, oak? Here goes J-Man. Let's see. Treasure mats for copper and go to the desert. Yep. Okay, you make charcoal with oak wood. Okay, that's what it was. So it really wasn't even mention of obsidian or anything like that. I just mined that because I could, I guess. Alright. Well, these are definitely the kind of areas you expect to mine things. These rocky spots. And there's lots of sandstone. I don't need sandstone, but there's lots of it. I think I can make sandstone mold, but nothing that I have recipes for calls for them, so I just don't need it right now. And the same thing with obsidian, I guess. Are there obsidian weapons you can make? Like, should I mine obsidian and kind of keep some? I mean, that'd be really cool. It's stonemasonry. Okay. Alright, I've been lucky there. I got a couple of uncommons in a row there. Is that halcyon? I don't think I can mine that yet. Let's see. Oh, I can mine halcyon. Nice. Can't do anything with halcyon yet, but I can mine it. Oh well. We'll mine it just to get my mining up, honestly. I'll stay on this obsidian until... Ooh, dope scorpions. I'm really hoping I can find more tin and copper. I mean, I'll take some zinc too. Jeez, I just need copper and zinc because I can actually smelt those right now. Ooh, hello. You know what? We'll do that. A level 9 Amber Swarmling. That's a cool little scorpion. I've seen people riding scorpion mounts that are about that size, which looks hilarious for anybody larger than a dwarf. And they're really fast, so it looks even more comical. I like it. I don't want you normal obsidian. Get that fancy. Nothing and nothing. Okay. 17 fighter looking for group ROS. I see. I can't even. At this point, I'm so far away from my home city and like storage for this stuff. Like I'm not even gonna try to get into an ROS or fucking oak group until I can empty my inventory. 'Cause that would just be dangerous. Would be a bad idea. Speaking of ideas, I would have thought in an area like this, like, oh, look at all the metal nodes. No. Just when I think this is a great place for those things to be, the game goes, you are full of shit. What a great place for a bunch of mining nodes to be, and there is absolutely nothing. Welcome back, Kaleo. How are you? I'm not finding, I found 2 nodes of 10. I found obsidian, which is cool. I've been mining it. But I'm not finding the metals that I came here to find. But I've only hit this, you know, rocky area. Let me go near the coast here. But I am looking for metals. I need metals. I need lots of metals to level my metalworking. To then turn around and level my weaponsmithing. I mean, then I also just kind of need to level my character, which involves a lot of grinding and doing things. And I have stuff in my inventory I don't want to lose quite yet because I've been farming things. So I need to empty my inventory before I can get any kind of grind group. And holy fuck, the snow is so bright during the daytime. Yeah, I feel like I'm being flashbanged. It does not. I have to look for them and visually identify them and then mine them. Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes the nodes can be really small. Like, they can be that size, but they can also be, like, that size. So you kind of got to, like, get close to... You got to learn what they look like visually, and then be able to spot them, and then get close enough to see if you get the little, you know, little radial dot, basically, that says, oh, you can farm this material. Other than that, it's like, ooh, is that a rock? Nope. Oh, is that a rock? Nope. Is that? Nope. Damn it. But yeah, like, say, one of these little bushes, see if I can farm one of them. See, those can't be farmed. But yeah, see that little white little dot there? That means that tree is harvestable. Basically, get close to a rock that pops that up, and then you know you can harvest that rock. Sounds miserable. It's, I wouldn't use miserable as the descriptor. It is difficult, and I don't necessarily mind difficult. But I don't see what I need a lot. What is that? Oh, it's a scarab hatchling. I don't see what I need a lot. So it seems they're kind of scarce. It is challenging. Yes, that's a good word. It is indeed challenging. Because I'm going places where I expect to find nodes. Like, oh yeah, you know, I should be able to mine some iron up here. There's a whole bunch of nothing. Like, it is scarce resources. I do not dislike resource scarcity. However, there are nodes for stone everywhere. There are trees and things that you can harvest for herbalism everywhere. there is not that much metal to be found. So, to be someone who is an armor smith or a weaponsmith, it is difficult to level the metallurgy portions of it, to the metal working, to be able to get the ingots to be able to make your weapons and armor. Mining, not a big deal. And because it's a processing skill is the biggest struggle, because it's 1 minute per item, per one thing that I need 20 of to make one item. It is 1 minute per one. So this 5 stack of legendary copper will take me 5 minutes to get 5 copper fragments from it. I need 20 fragments to make a greatsword. I can make my greatsword instantly. It takes me 20 minutes to make the materials to make it. And then I gotta find 20 fucking copper first. That will take me days. It feels like sometimes.
Hello there.
What's up, Trash Hunter? How are you doing, buddy? Welcome back. Good to see you, my friend. How's life? How's things? I'm asking this guy if he's seen any. Old D-fib here. No copper, iron, only sandstone and obsidian. I'll definitely get the obsidian. You told me there was copper here, J-Man. All right, hold on a second. Let's see. I'm going to pull up the Ashes Codex website. Well, that's not what I want. Over here. And I'm going to look at the map really quick. In the desert area. And I want to look for best places for it, huh? Right, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to probably follow this area around. There's probably decent mining in here. I know there is, like, in this area of Halcyon. So there probably is in this area of Jova. I know there is in this area. But I usually have better luck right over here above Highwayman Hills. Like, this area here, I've had more luck with copper and zinc here than anywhere else. Like, this whole area right here is full of those things. And ruby. Everything else is so few and fucking far between. Been playing Civ 6, seeing something called Melody Grand Prix for kids in Denmark. Oh, that's cool. Hey, look, guys, it's Sunhaven. Never been to Sunhaven. Shady Mayhem, level 25 goblins. Wow, that seems crazy. That is cool. The city don't look too much different. I would have expected to see, like, you know, terracotta or stucco buildings with thatch roofs as opposed to, you know, the still longhouse style things. But, That's okay. It's alpha. They can probably add some diversity in the architecture later in game. But I would expect different architecture here, damn it. What's down here? I kind of want to see what's in here, in this city anyways. Let's see what we got. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Stone masonry isn't built yet. Okay. I don't think this city is very built up. Some more of those dwarves on wolves, guys. Have a memorial site? What the heck's a memorial site? Disciple of the goddess. Oh! Adventuring XP multiplier increased by 5%. Yo, what other cities have these? I just gave myself an hour-long XP buff. Just by praying at a statue. Nice. That's a journeyman metalworking. That's good. Okay. Well, now that I can get the journeyman here for metalworking. Okay. Apprentice. Novice, weaving, a bunch of novice stuff. So I have journeyman metalworking. That seems to be the only thing they have leveled here. Yep, that's it. Okay. Let's leave this city. Well, yeah, we're going to head up this way, I guess, because we can get these scouting missions done, get some easy glint, and hopefully find some more metal along the way. That'll be good. Nice, chill time getting some things done. See, level 17 fire looking for RS, so people are still looking for groups. And they are simply not having luck doing it. Oh, that's a high-level scorpion. Oh, Lord, there's a lot of high-level stuff here. Oh, God. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, this is dangerous. Oh, this is... I don't like this. I don't like this. Run fast. Oh, this is scary. Oh, I could get like 2 shot by anything out here. Oh, boy, 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 oh, boy. Oh, God. Look, Ruby. Why is there novice Ruby out here? No. Stay away from me, powerful things. No, it's a 20 double elite. I don't need to be here. Leave me alone. I'm just a wee little dwarf. Leave me be. Okay. Heart rate down. Yay, zinc. I have no room for it, actually, in my inventory. Let's hope it's a uncommon or heroic. It is... it's a rare. Fuck. Fuck you, rare copper. Or normal copper. I'll take that rare zinc. Alright. Yeah! Hey, look, if I'm going to have to be smelting it, I might as well keep the good stuff, right? Well, that's nice. I found some zinc. Yay. Let me explore these mountains here, I guess. Oh, okay. We got more. Me. Big Bad Ben, 1221. Hello there. How are you? How goes it? Gotta make room for that, don't we? Well, fuck you, sandstone. All the mining. Got that XP booth. Might as well use it. How's the alpha doing? The alpha's pretty great. I am very much enjoying myself. Well, gotta make room for that. Goodbye, Ruby. Don't need you. Yes, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'm not even gonna mine this ruby. We'll see if it's a high level or a high rarity. I don't even care. I just want the mining XP. I need the metals. I will take fancy things, but I need the metals. That's a green. Oh yeah, I need to actually, I think, mine granite anyway. Hold on, let's see. Let's There's my side quests. Those are cool. Harvest oak. Bluegill. I'll just abandon that one. I'm not going to do any fishing tonight. Ash, mine ruby. So I got to mine one more ruby. Okay. Gotta find some more tin. Stolen supplies. Steel bloom. Oh. It's 18k XP. Alright. And then Spire Pond, let's visit Daffodil. I'll drop that one too. Alright, so I need 20 granite, Western Larch. I'll abandon the snowdrop. I don't care about doing that. Explore. Okay. Cool. Was there any more content added in the last month? Well, Big Bad Ben, unfortunately, I'm not the guy to ask that question because I haven't even played for a month. I am on what is now my third Saturday playing the game. I am a new player. And I have no idea what is going on. As far as patch notes that I have read since I started playing, I know nothing of any particular content other than, you know, desert stuff being expanded upon and added. And I know that's newer to the game. I think it's newer to Alpha 2, which means that'd be new since December the 20th. But nothing new content-wise since I've been playing, no. I mean, yeah, the rogues are in the PTR. So, there's that. I'm sure many people are quite happy with that. That looks to be iron. Is that iron or copper? That's iron. You need journeyman? Yeah, you need journeyman. Alcinite. I'll mine you. That's normal. I don't want you. Only want that fancy stuff. I just need to keep an eye out for more. Zinc and copper is basically all I can smelt right now. Like, I'll pick up tin because that's the next metal I need. But zinc and copper are the two metals I need. My metal working is level 7 novice. I'm at 88% through level 7. What are you? Ooh, Lord. Ow! I don't want none. Stay away. I'm not seeing any more mining nodes. See that Federation guild recruiting? I've had nothing but bad experiences with people that are in those guilds. I say those guilds. It's one massive guild of like 400 people, but with the way guilds are and they have to be leveled up with experience and all that, it's easier just to make another guild with some other people. And I think a standard guild can have what, like 10? No, I think like 30 members or something like that. Maybe it's 30. So then that way they can have 30 members, and that's why you'll see in the game that there's like a, you know, X guild number 1, X guild number 2, X guild number 3. and they just do that and have everybody together in Discord. I think there is some stones and stuff down there. Do-do-do-do. This guy, are you on my route, sir? Are you here to steal metal? God, I need so much of it. I need all of the metal. I went through my entire stock that I had been saving up and power leveled my metalworking, you know, to the extent that I could. Just because it's just such a pain in the ass to go around and find it. Okay. So we are coming back up towards Samia's Hope, which is a starter area. All right, Banewood Cemetery, Oakenbane Keep. And then there's Scanning Mirrorleth. What is that one? New Wave tried to destroy the metal. They failed as they were stricken to the ground. Alright, looks like we got some mining nodes over here. Let's see what we got. Oh, just a second. Oh, that's from The Metal by Tenacious D. Oh, I did know that. I love Tenacious D. Copper! We found some copper, finally. It's normal copper. It's not fancy copper. You only have fancy things. Alright, let's see. Any more? Not seeing anything. Okay. I'll check this area. Might get back on the road. And I see there's a bridge for. Sometimes with how the timing is for my cat meowing IRL, it's after I make noises with this cat and it meows and then I hear him meow. It's like, were you talking to my mount? Alright, so we'll get up here. Check them things out. Fancy? No fancy. That appears to be a copper. It is. Aha. See? Small node. Gotta be able to see them visually from a little ways off to be able to tell if it's worth going over there to get them. That's a green. That's an uncommon copper. I don't need this obsidian. Give me that uncommon copper. I can go back and... Oh, that's iron. I can go back and mine some obsidian when I need it. I'm not even using it for anything. And my stoneworking's already at level 10, so I don't really necessarily need to work on my stoneworking right now. So, I will try to get... Oh, slate. I am going to need slate, actually. That is my next level in stoneworking, is actually to work on slate. But I don't need slate yet. So glad I saw some. I'll grab it as I can. I've already got stoneworking up to apprentice. So I'm not focusing on it yet. I'm trying to get metallurgy or metalworking up to apprentice. So then I can work on my weaponsmithing to apprentice. And this allows me to get all the metal I need to work on my weaponsmithing. It's all part of the same process. You now have fishing, herbalism, and alchemy to apprentice. Congrats, wifey. Now, let's see. Where are mine? Metalworking, novice. Apprentice stonemasonry. It's at 10, so that's my processing. Gathering, I'm apprentice mining. It's 12. I'm novice fishing. And I'm novice weaponsmithing. There's a limit to how far you can train a profession. That's where the limitation is. You can have all of the professions at the novice level, but you can only do so much at the novice level. And then you can only have so many at journeyman. You can only have so many at apprentice, so many at journeyman, so many at master, and so many at grandmaster. There's actually a limit. Yep, you can only specialize in very few. So you can grandmaster 2 professions, whether it be gathering, processing, or crafting. You can grandmaster 2 of them. And then ultimately you can then master 1. Oh. Blue copper. Goodbye, slate. So once you master, and if you go up to every zone, it takes away your tick count, right? So like, say you can have 4 journeymen, but on your way to level something beyond journeyman, once you get it to journeyman, it takes away one of those slots. So by the time you get 2 things up to grandmaster, you'll have, instead of 2 grandmaster, 3 master, 4 journeyman, and 5 novice, you'll have 2 grandmaster, 1 master, 1 journeyman, 1 novice. That is what you'll be able to focus on. All right. Oh, that is a epic ruby that I don't have room for. Not sacrificing my metal for that. That ruby's just gonna have to sit there. But hey, at least I'm finding metal now, guys. Thank goodness. I'm also going to a place I've never been before. Yeah, there is a full breakdown on like how that's supposed to be planned out on the Ashes of Creation like forums / fucking Discord, stuff like that on their website and everything too. So you can find that information. At first, we were under the impression it was like, oh, okay, cool. You can have 2 grandmaster. You can have 3 at master. You can have 4 at journeyman. And like, that's your number you can have. But no, we were wrong. 4 total professions can attain journeyman. And if you take them higher, you can't move another one into the journeyman slot. That slot's gone. So you have to downgrade it and like shuffle them, upgrade and downgrade different things if you want to, you know, do multiples. What is in here? Please don't be something that will kill me. Alright, well this place is empty, but it's cool. Neat. Alright. There is nothing here. Was this like a lighthouse? Oh, it's a big old tree. Yeah, it's a gnarly looking tree. Alright, we're gonna go up. I'm exploring. I'm curious. What is here? When we get to the top, there's gonna be a boss mob that fucking one-shots us with a fart. Nope. There's a whole lot of the gift. The blackest of black gifts. Nothing. That is a Metalocalypse reference. Anyone's never watched it. Do anything for Deathlock. I'm getting an eye for, like, what type of stuff is spawning where. Like, you know, this thing that I don't think I can mine yet. What is it called? Wordstone. That takes Journeyman. Oh, that looks like a copper, though. Boop. Yay. It's copper. Please be a fancy copper. Hey, it's a fancy copper. Shit, yeah. Now we are all the way back over here to Samia's Hope. More copper. I definitely need to go and be in an Oakenbane Keep group. Yeah, it's still okay XP for me at level 15, but they also drop recipes for things that I can make weaponsmithing wise. They're like around my levels and stuff, like level 10 to 20. So it would be cool to get a group for Oakenbane Keep and do some grinding out there. But I am committed to getting this mining done. I want to get my damn metallurgy, metalworking up to apprentice. And then obviously burn through all of my stock of metal making weapons and stuff. Like level up my weapon smithing. Oh, look at that. Nice copper. Yeah, actually, we have decided, we actually have a Discord thread about it, too, for those of us that are, like, you know, in our guild and trying to plan it with us. So, what I have going, and let me pull up the thread in Discord, is the Ashes of Creation, thread, crafting professions list. So I am planning to do weaponsmithing and metalworking as my grandmaster. And then master will be stoneworking, because they're all complementary to one another. And then journeyman mining. I'll just have to buy whatever I need beyond that. And then wifey has alchemy, farming, cooking, herbalism, fishing. Let's see. Ayatomi is going to Grandmaster mining, but he's meaning to do like animal husbandry, hunting, lumberjacking for his journeyman, and also work on tanning. Let's see. Demented on her bard is doing herbalism scribe and doing some mining. Let's see. Sorrel is doing hunting, weaving, herbalism. He's our leatherworking tanning guy. So we've got some things planned. That's a dead Highwayman Raider. Nice. Okay. We'll roll out of Samia's Hope here. Let's see that. We can go west and get back home. Can I go across that? Can't remember if I can go back through this area or not. I think I can. It might be the quicker way. AFK. Okay. And we're making a big journey back to Jova, so we can get back with all of the metal we have gotten. It hasn't been a lot, but hey, it's a lot more than I had. All right, can't go through that gate. Is it down here? Yeah, down here. There we go. Nope, not there. Wanted to see if I could just go around. I don't want to swim. Fuck it, we're swimming. Why not? Ooh. What's down here? Uh-oh. I found an invisible wall. Shit. I'm out of fucked up, y'all. Let's see. Uh-oh. Yep. Thanto found an invisible wall, and I jumped down a cliff face, and I can't climb back up. No! Well, when exploring goes wrong. Yeah, there is an unstuck button. I know. Oh, excuse me. Unstuck. I just hope it doesn't, like, make me lose my buffs. Wordstone weapon molds. See, I can't make those yet. I gotta be journeyman. I did not lose my buffs. Oh, that's good. Yay. Huzzah. Alright. Let's leave the proper way. Let's not try to find any shortcuts, Thanto. Bad idea. Let's go this way. Although, that's actually the way through. Right there. Okay. Thanto moment. Oh my god, Link's Panda! Hi, friend! It's been so long! It's so good to see you. What's up? Yes, definitely a Thanto moment. You would know. You've been here a long, long time, friend. How goes it? How are you? How's your awesome sister? How's the family? You moved! Oh my goodness. Well, feel free to share details, should you so choose. Or you can just tell me in Discord. You ain't gotta air all your laundry to the people here. You're in Tennessee now? Right on, man. Right on. Well, you're not super far away depending on where in that state you are. So let us know if you decide to go to Atlanta for Dragon Con. We'll meet up again at a con. And last time we met each other was at a con. So that works too. We're doing pretty good, friend. We're doing pretty good. Let's see. Oh, let me get off of that. Obviously, really enjoying this game, Ashes of Creation. Oh my goodness, this is such a great MMO. I'm having so much fun. And even though it's only in, like, you know, Alpha 2 status, early stage of the game, and I love it, dude. I'm having so much fun. Wifey's having a lot of fun. Like, yeah, it's a scary like entry point price wise, but dude, after like analyzing the game and making the decision, agonizing over it, like yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's so much fun. It is a game in the second alpha stage. It just started its second alpha 2, officially on December the 20th, I believe. So it's only been in like a playable state for like what, a year now, maybe a little longer. Somebody who's been in it for the whole time, please correct me. So it's been going on for some time, but it is an MMO. It is a very large scale, it's new. Recently came out of Kickstarter, went into alpha stage new. Yeah. But it's a more of an old school feel type MMO to where it's, very, very open world exploration sandbox type, that you can do whatever. Extremely player driven. These are the major cities, these nodes, and these can be controlled by players. And thus grown, and the game progresses and things change depending on player interaction. Not only can you build up cities, but cities can go to war and cities can be destroyed. Guilds can own castles and territory and war with one another in PvP. There's PvE content, there's dungeons, there's raids, there's world bosses. Very intricate crafting system. There's a lot, honestly. I think the easier way is to go, hey, Lynx Panda, what do you look for in an MMO? And I'll probably be able to answer most questions with a yes, that's an Ashes of Creation. And that's why I'm in it. Because there's a lot of things I love about MMOs. I've played many over the years. This game checks a ton of boxes, my friend. A ton of them. We're going to go the back roads into Jova. But to get into the Alpha 2 testing and buy the game, you can only buy it from their website. It's still it's not on Kickstarter, but it is on their, Intrepid Games website. And you can get into the Alpha 2 for $110 US today. May the 1st is going to be the next transition in the testing stage. Then the game drops down to $100 for the entry fee. Yeah. Now, there are some things with that. Not only am I getting to test the game, and play and all that kind of shit, and obviously early access, yada, yada, yada. But, the game is subject to, it's an alpha, so it's subject to wipes and down days and all that kind of stuff. But, I get, whenever the game does launch, there are going to be some goodies that I get as a backer that people won't be able to get. I also get my first month or two free of sub. I also get, money for their cash shop for cosmetics. I also get, honestly, time to practice and learn and figure the game out. And so when it does launch, I have a huge advantage over people that didn't. So in my mind, I can apply some logic that, most people could maybe even agree with to say, yeah, I think it's actually worth it and not that bad if you want the things this game has to offer. If you want those things. I want what this game has to offer. Not to mention that there is enough content in its early alpha stages. Max level is only 25. There's 6, 7 classes. There's hundreds of hours of content in the game in its current alpha stage. This isn't like, you can only play the first hour of the starting zone. No. This whole fucking map from right here to right here on foot will take you about 2 fucking hours. And this is like a 16th the size of the planned map for this game. This game is fucking huge. It's huge. All right, we're in my home territory now. I actually am going to harvest some of this oak. Yeah, it's very, very ambitious game, but they've delivered on a lot of that ambition. They have delivered. And that is what like really got us into it. Because I've been watching this game since years ago when it came out as a Kickstarter. And Wifey and I were actually between backing Ashes of Creation or a different game at the time that was in Kickstarter. It was called Chronicles of Illyria. And to quote a wonderful movie, "You have chosen poorly." Yeah, Wifey and I made the bad choice of backing Illyria, which went nowhere, and we're out a few $100. Because we bought in to that Kickstarter. And since that, and there's been a couple others. Like, I've had 2 success stories when it comes to I've had 2 success stories when it comes to backing something on Kickstarter. I've backed like 4 or 5 things in total, but I've backed 3 things that are successful. I backed Kingdom Come Deliverance, the first game. I was a Kickstarter backer for that game. My name, my IRL name, is on a tombstone in the world of Kingdom Come Deliverance because I was a Kickstarter backer at a certain tier for that game. And I can proudly say I am glad I did that. That game is amazing. Its sequel is amazing. That developer deserves awards and recognition and all the money for their efforts because they built amazing things. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Wolf. Yeah, people were looking at Ashes of Creation, $100 for alpha. What? Not only could you like do multiple $1,000 tiers in the Kickstarter of Star Citizen, which I invested in, right now, today, because they're still crowdfunding, they're giving you concept ships you can fly in alpha for thousands of dollars. Hundreds of dollars for others. You know what I mean? Like just ridiculous crowdfunding. They have raised tens of millions of dollars for Star Citizen. This game, Ashes of Creation, is more playable than Star Citizen. Star Citizen's been in a playable alpha state now for what, 4 or 5 years? Ashes of Creation has more content that I've seen. Y'all tell me. I mean, I haven't seen anything outstanding out of Robertson Space Industries in quite some time. I've gotten more out of Ashes than I have out of Star Citizen. And I was a Kickstarter backer. Yeah, at first, when it was still on Kickstarter and it was like, oh, this is the first multi-million-dollar, Kickstarter campaign for video game. Back then, I believed in it. I had faith in the system, in the RSI folks, in Star Citizen. And the fact that they never stopped crowdsourcing and still don't have that much of a playable game is what made me just not even concerned with it. I'm not touching Star Citizen again until it fully releases. Now, I own the game. Like, I'm going to play it. I like space shit. I think it's cool. I think Star Citizen is cool as a concept. Luckily, I didn't throw like several $100s into backing it, but I did put some money into backing Star Citizen. And so I'll play it when it comes out. But I'll play it when it comes out. There just isn't enough in the alpha build of Star Citizen that really makes me want to play it. This has way more going for it. Exactly. I want it. And what they've... I agree with everything in your statement. You and Wolf both. And that's sad, And honestly, we should have saw it coming. You know, like, think back to, like, the early aughts. Funny to say that. 2010, right? Between, like, 2008 to, like, 2018. We'll say 2016. Like, 2008 to 2016, games releasing in an early access / alpha build state, or, you know, a pay-to-play testing, or crowdsource funding. It's been the wild fucking west for the longest time. I mean, you guys remember Ark Survival Evolved was in alpha for, like, what, 3-4 years? Like, the modders did more for Ark than the fucking developers at Snail Games. For the longest time. Like, Ark sucked for the longest time because of that. But it was a great game, but everybody bought it in, like, an early alpha stage, and, you know, we did all the work for the studio. Yeah, the modders did kick ass at it. And good for the studio allowing modders to do that. That is honestly, I can still play Ark today and have fun. As long as I have, like, the S+ mods and Primal Fear, I'll have a great fucking time playing Ark. I do like the game, but it's like that. Or DayZ is another one, for instance. Like, I played the Arma 2 mod for DayZ in, like, you know, 2010, 2011, at the height of its popularity. And then the guy that worked at Bohemia that made the mod for DayZ left the company, started his own company, was going to make DayZ its own game. I bought into it. Early access. I loved DayZ. Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. And early access that lets you play. Right on.
Hello there.
You know, that was a new concept then. Terrible fucking idea. DayZ fucking sucked for years. Just like Ark did. I mean, I've gone back and played DayZ like twice since the game actually released in like an official 1.0. And it's not as good as the original Arma 2 mod that was called DayZ. It's not as fucking good. And so, Wifey and I have been extremely gun-shy when it comes to backing games and buying games early now. Now, I'm not gonna, get on a soapbox and say, never pre-order game. You never... Fuck that. I pre-order games. There are some games I'm fucking excited about. There are some games I pay the extra money and get a different edition of because I want extra goodies, and I fucking do that. So I am not going to be that guy that says, don't do that stuff, because do what you fucking want, man. It's your money. Do what the hell you want with it. I buy collector's editions of games that I like. Star Wars The Old Republic, Elder Scrolls Online, The Witcher 3, fucking Starfield, Star Citizen, whatever. If I like the game, I'm going to drop, $80+ on buying a different edition of the game for a few cool outfits and some shinies. I'm one of those peoples. You back Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous? Happy, but very happy ending. I got on the rant and went off somewhere. I was talking about things I've kickstarted. Exploding Kittens. I bought into the Kickstarter for Exploding Kittens. Awesome game. When they made it, they delivered me, a copy of the game that I backed to me, immediately emailed or mailed to me, and then I bought the expansion when it became available a few years later. Really happy with it, and plus I love that artist anyway. It's hilarious. So it's so fun. So yeah, like there have been successful stories of crowdsourced things, not just video games, but card games, stuff like that. So it can happen, but too many people just made that their default mode was let's release a game or let's make a lot of promises and raise a lot of money and then just not do anything with it, or promise you a game but let's deliver it in a decade. And that's not cool. Like, I remember games, I used to buy them, and I had a physical box, and in that box was a disc, and on that disc was a whole fucking video game. And then when devs wanted to, give you more video game, they made expansion packs that gave you more video game in your video game. What the fuck happened to that, man? Like, why can't we just get a finished game, and then they go, oh, hey, Let's make your finished game better by giving you more content. You bought Kerbal Space Program when it's part of Steam's Greenlight? Yeah! See, I remember that shit. Like, there are success stories out there, but between, like, 2008 and fucking 2016, that was default mode for way too many, not even just small indie companies, but, like, the big publishers that have money. EA, fucking Ubisoft, Epic. You know, they're all like, oh, please, you know, buy our early access game and help us develop it. Like, motherfucker, y'all got the money for this. Like, these things, crowdsourcing should be for indie developers, not Electronic Arts. The demand for infinite growth. Oh, yeah, that stuff is ridiculous, too. Like, honestly, just like in most jobs, and anybody who works in a corporate sector job at all, or in any kind of, like, big government position, or somewhere where there's a lot of money thrown around, right? You realize that the people who are throwing around all the money and wanting to use that money they're throwing around to make more money have no fucking clue what they're doing with that money. They see the numbers of, I invest this should be my return in this time frame. They don't understand video games. They don't understand gamers. They don't understand the consumer at all. They're fucking disconnected from all of it. And then they push these, you know, the publishers is who I'm talking about. Then they push these developers like Obsidian and, you know, some of these smaller guys that have made great things but needed to do it with somebody else's money to push out products ahead of schedule to meet a bullshit deadline that none of us are demanding from them, or at least didn't originally. But we've gotten so used to the early access, the pay-to-play early bullshit mindset that that's just the default for everybody now. And they get away with not making complete games. And then bitch when people don't like buying their incomplete games and they don't sell well. Well, go fucking figure, dude. Oh, yo, Pillars of Eternity? Very good. I like Pillars. I didn't even finish the first Pillars. I like the game a lot. I have the second. I just can't get around to playing it. But here recently, off stream, I've been playing Avowed. And, you know, people are shitting on Avowed. Whatever. They're trying to compare it to Skyrim. Newsflash, guys. It's not an Elder Scrolls game. Stop fucking comparing it to Skyrim. It's not Skyrim. So get that out of your head, and you'll go, oh, wow, Avowed's a fun fucking game. And it is. I like Obsidian as writers. I loved KOTOR 2. I love Fallout New Vegas. I like The Outer Worlds. I like Avowed. And yeah, I agree with you, Looney, for earlier. I know I kind of glossed over it. I agree. ESO would be so much better if they fixed their combat. It's a fun game. Their combat's very meh. Wish the narrative was like that for Cyberpunk. They let it cook longer. People were so mad at CD Projekt. Same thing with The Witcher 3. I have in fact, I want to say like the background photo on one of my monitors is one of the original adverts for The Witcher 3. It was like, releases February 2015. It did not release February 2015. People were pretty upset about that. Some were. People that are, I don't know, logical fucking thinking adults were like, oh, okay. They're gonna make the game better, so it'll take a little longer. Cool. They let it cook. And boys, they fucking cooked. You know? Like, see what happens when you just let the devs do what they do and make the video game. They make it good. The Witcher 3 is the best RPG fucking made. Like, hands down, the best RPG ever made. Now, granted, there are some people saying that there is a valid argument that KCD 2 is the best RPG ever made. I haven't played KCD 2 yet. I own it. It is installed on my computer right now. It's going to be worked into the rotation. But The Witcher 3 is a phenomenal RPG experience, single-player RPG experience. Yeah, be disappointed in delay, but never mad. Exactly, guys. Exactly. You mostly have good things with the Valve. Certain lead people at the studio kneecapped it before it ever released. Yes, between the art director being a racist asshole promoting illegal hiring practices. Creative director less than 2 weeks before release saying, it got a lot of jank, but it's cute and quirky. It never had a chance. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's... You don't need to say that. Honestly, if one of the creative directors of the game, if one of the higher-ups at the studio didn't go, oh, it's kind of fucky, but hey, it's cute and cool, I think all of the rest of us would have thought that. But basically that was them trying to shrug off like, oh yeah, you know, we didn't complete it, but, you know, you might have fun. That is not the message that people want to hear, especially from a developer like Obsidian. Like, up until Avowed, can you guys tell me what Obsidian's done wrong? Like, they were one of the golden studios, you know? It was Obsidian, CD Projekt Red, you know, they were the guys. Not so much anymore because of that. I'm like, that's kind of sad. It's on a 30-minute on, 30-minute off. Oh. I had it on 30-minute off, hour off. It's got 20 minutes left. They did do one thing wrong. No New Vegas 2. Ah, but again, the developer is Obsidian. They didn't get a choice when the IP owner, the publisher, Bethesda, doesn't let them do it. So Obsidian did nothing wrong. Oh, see, I didn't even see that kind of stuff. Well, I haven't made it to late game either. I think I'm level 8 in Avowed. Hold your breath on that one, Looney, because right now, I don't think there's ever been a lottery of a high enough number where you could buy that IP from Bethesda, because it's worth billions. Definitely plural there. However, wait until they make a really bad TV show. Wait until they make a bad TV show or a terrible game. And then when everyone hates the IP, then you buy it with your lottery money. Well, you say that, right, Lynx Panda? I will defend 76 right now. It became the game we wanted. They did a No Man's Sky when it come to Fallout 76. Now, not quite as wildly successful, but it's actually really awesome. I really enjoy Fallout 76 in its current build right now. They have really stepped that game up. I played 76 at launch. I bought the Bicentennial Edition. I can pull the game case. I bought a hard copy. Only because the Legendary Editions were sold out because I wanted the fucking Power Armor helmet, and I didn't get one. Still wish I had one. And the Pip-Boy and all that, I didn't fucking get one. GameStop was sold out. Anyways. 76 sucked. It was fucking clown shoes when it launched. No NPCs, just a dead world. You had to read notes for any kind of lore. You killed the same 3 NPCs for hours, and you got to explore the Appalachians after a nuclear fallout. But, like, it was terrible. Yeah, I'm sliding. Yeah. Bugs. It happens. I have to, like, get off and on my mount. Sometimes jumping will fix it, and if not, you have to dismiss and remove mount. But yeah, it was a buggy dumpster fire. No Man's Sky, I played it when it first released. Loved No Man's Sky. I really enjoyed it, even with its jank, because it was so new and just unique. And then they really worked hard. Those guys busted their asses. And No Man's Sky today is fucking amazing. I love No Man's Sky. I enjoy the shit out of playing it. I was playing it fucking 3 weeks ago. No Man's Sky is good as fuck. So they did a great job. So games can be fixed. You know, not every billion sales mark not made is a failure. Games can be fixed. We have shining example of it. Todd Howard came out and said that it wasn't ready, and the fact they released it and it did was insane. Yeah. You refunded No Man's Sky on day one, was going to play with friends. They lied about the multiplayer aspect, but No Man's Sky is an amazing amount. Can't wait. Exactly. So, yeah. Light No Fire. I am ready for it. I am behind it because the studio completely flipped it around. They went from a joke and overpromised. Like, No Man's Sky was like, people were rioting, bro. That was a controversy. But they rose from the ashes like the phoenix, and Light No Fire, I am super excited for, and I'm going to get it. Like, I'm going to get it. I now trust that studio to make me something good, because they took what they promised with No Man's Sky, what they delivered, and turned around and gave us now a game better than what they promised initially. That is exactly what should happen. If you miss the mark, you turn around and make it even better. So, yes. Exactly, yeah. Like, Worlds is a testing mechanic for Light No Fire. They're basically using No Man's Sky as the guinea pig to practice and building everything for Light No Fire. It's perfect. Internet Historian, yeah, I think I've seen that one, Wolf. I think I saw that one. In fact, I want to say I watched that before I went back to No Man's Sky. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this. The only thing I want from No Man's Sky is modular shipbuilding. Well, you can kind of do that. Kind of. It's a very simplified version of modular shipbuilding, but there is modular shipbuilding. Now that is what my definition of modular shipbuilding is. Space engineers and No Man's. If you could build stuff like that, or just build ships the way you can build bases, yeah, that'd be cool as shit. Like, let you build at least the freighter. That'd be cool. Like, customize a freighter completely. Or a, different ship. A game like No Man's Sky yeah. That, I think we're all kind of thinking that too. Not so much Space Engineers, but Starfield. Yeah. Like, not so much custom parts where you can make it look like anything you want, but with an extensive list of pre-made parts, you can basically make anything you want within a fairly broad spectrum of availability of parts. Like, No Man's Sky Shipbuilder is pretty fucking cool. It is a lot of fun. I spent a lot of time in the shipbuilder. I built the Ebon Hawk from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I've built the SSR-1 Normandy. I built the SSR-2 Normandy. I have built a Borg cube. I have built a YT-49 Decimator from Star Wars. I built a YT-2400 from Star Wars. It's so much fun. Hey, sounds good, Panda. All good, buddy. Apparently, Elder Scrolls 6 will have a sea ship building and island exploring. Well, considering how it's supposed to take place down in the Somerset Isles, where, like, the main place where, like, the highborn elves are from, or technically all elves if you know the lore of Elder Scrolls, but I won't really go into that rabbit hole unless you guys wanted me to. But that's an archipelago. There's basically, think, Deadfire from Pillars of Eternity too. There are several islands in that area, and of course they've colonized part of the mainland too, but it's an island nation essentially. So that makes sense that they'll have something like that. I agree with you guys. Now, I will say, I've enjoyed the shit out of Starfield. I like the game. I liked it when it launched. I enjoyed it for what it was. I did. I like Starfield. Crucify me if you want. Do I think that Starfield is among the, the good IPs for Bethesda? No. It left a lot to be desired. It can be good. Modders have made a lot of great things. Have you guys seen the Star Wars overhaul for Starfield, by the way, guys? Oh my God. It is so fucking cool. It's the game that I wanted to play. Star Wars, like, open world RPG. Like, oh my God. That mod is insanely good. If you haven't looked it up, look up Star Wars Overhaul mod for Starfield. Hold on, there's a particular one. Hold on. Star Wars Genesis, that's what it's called. The Genesis mod. I actually have the whole mod pack installed and that I can turn on when I want. I had some issues with it, but it's because I have a 13th gen i9, and so there were a lot of issues when I was last trying it. Since they came out with a BIOS fix for that and kind of fixed a lot of the crashing issues with Unreal Engine games, I actually should try to play Genesis again, but it's so cool. But anyways, I liked Starfield. Starfield was fun for me. I need to go and finish I need to start and finish the DLC, the Shattered Space DLC for it. I have that installed, queued up, and ready to go. I was planning to do it before I picked up Ashes of Creation and just completely devoted my life to this game. But I like Starfield. I think it's a fun game. It just was not of the caliber that any of us really expected. Like, and I can truly say expected from Bethesda. It was not. All right, let's see. Let's do 5 legendary copper. This is a processing thing. I'm doing metalworking. So it's an apprentice bench. I can only do, 4 things at once, or 2 things at once on it. On a journeyman bench, I could do 4. So when this gets upgraded eventually, or like when I was down in that desert town down here in Sunhaven, they had a level 4. I could have done my smelting there. I just didn't have everything I need at that time. But now I have the wood for fuel and stuff. And the only thing is, that my only gripe about processing right now in Ashes of Creation is the job size. I want to be able to customize. Like, I want to do 3, not 5. I want to do, 30 instead of 25 or 50. I want to be able to do that. That's my only gripe. Because it is 1 minute per fucking item. Do not give me limited stack sizes, goddammit. Let me cook however many I can get. There's nothing wrong with that, Looney. That's exactly what Wifey wants to do. She wants to gather and craft. That's what she did in Star Wars Galaxies. On Legends, when we were playing the Legends, which technically we still have accounts and whatnot, but when we were playing Legends, out of the 5 characters you can have, Wifey had 4 fucking crafters and 1 combat character, a Jedi. Whereas I had 4 fucking combat characters and 1 crafter, a shipwright. Like, gathering and crafting, that's Wifey's thing, dude. And I like gathering and crafting. So I'm going to play that aspect of the game. That's what I'm doing tonight. That's my thing. But I like combat and PvP too. So I'm all about many things. Ooh, that's cool. That's one of those obsidian stallions. That's nice. So you started a new game for the DLC, got distracted. You hate the New Game Plus system they use for it. I'm on New Game Plus 4 on my Star Citizen playthrough of my character, because I'm like level almost 300, 200 and something. So I'm still using that same playthrough, and I'm going to do Shattered Space. And I went ahead and did a New Game Plus, so I went from like my second, I'm either on my 3rd or 4th. I remember finishing a story playthrough just so I can get a fresh start on a New Game Plus for the Shattered Space DLC. And then off stream, I did just enough stuff to get the romance done for Andrasia, because she's from the Serpent Nebula and deals with that crazy Varun religion. And I wanted to experience the story of Shattered Space with Andrasia as a romantic partner. And so I started New Game Plus, fresh start. I've done no major story things but Andrasia as a romance option. I think I started doing the Freestar Rangers quest line, but I haven't quite finished, or maybe I did finish. I finished the Freestar Rangers quest line. That's all I've done in that playthrough, and then I would do Shattered Space. That's fine, Looney. That's fine. When you beat Monster Hunter Wilds in a month, this game will still be here waiting for you, Looney. Yeah, combat is rough at New Game Plus. Yeah, that's true. The support skills, the only way to viably level support skills first and then make yourself good weapons and armor and then go do combat is if you got into planetary exploration and just went around from planets and gathered materials and built up automated stuff to collect things and ship them. Then you could make your stuff and then play. So I can kind of see where you were going with it, and I thought about doing the same, but yeah, the combat can be hard. And it's a very combat-focused game, so you do need to pick up the ability to kill your enemies. See you next year. I don't know. I don't play the Monster Hunter games. I played... Which Monster Hunter game do I have? Hold on. Where is Steam? I have one Monster Hunter game. Monster Hunter World. I have 4.2 hours in the game. I last played it in August of 2019. I bought it on sale. Had a friend of mine that was like, hey, you'll like this game. You should play it with me. We played for 4.2 hours, and I never touched it again. I didn't dislike it. I didn't understand it either. And I'd never played Monster Hunter before then. That was my first Monster Hunter game ever. So I didn't play it. I didn't own any of the Game Boys or DSs or any of that. My last Game Boy was a Game Boy Color with the purple see-through case. Been a while. So I'd never played any of the Monster Hunter games on the handhelds. And so when they came to PC, and I was like, I don't know what this is. And then I tried it with a friend of mine who knew what they were doing in game and were trying to run me through things, but I really needed hand holding because I'm like, I don't understand what's happening. He said, oh, you just need to go here and then use this ability and you counter and parry and jump from here. And then, yeah, you just fight the bosses. I'm like, okay, cool. And then what? I don't know what I'm doing. But Palicos are cool. I like Palicos. And yeah, grindy is not my thing. Like this game, like MMOs, I can accept grindy. ARPGs like Diablo or Pillars or Path of Exile, I can accept grindy. I don't like that style game plus grindy. It just gives me PTSD from playing Black Desert Online. You are hunting monsters to hunt more monsters. I mean, yeah, and I get that. I guess for me it's this. I like majorly story-driven narrative, personally. I like lore. I like thinking about things, not just mindlessly fighting them. The combat is cool, number one. It's fucking awesome. The weapons and stuff like that, like Monster Hunter visually is stunning and it looks fun to play, but I don't play fighting games. You know, I see Monster Hunter and fighting monsters no different than playing Mortal Kombat, and I just don't care to play those. I need narrative to drive what's going on, not the grind to make better gear, to kill more things, to make better gear, to kill more things, to make better gear. And, like, that's the premise of the game and the story and the plot. Give me more. But I do think they're cool. Rogue Trader, I'm a psyker. Oh shit, why is why is the veil tearing? Where did that demon come from? I did start Rogue Trader. I think that was cool. I would go back and play Rogue Trader, actually. That's my first real look into Warhammer. I never played any Warhammer games, guys. Never. I did do the 3 hours of Rogue Trader during our challenge in the fall, if you guys remember. And, you know, I did my 20 days, 20 different games. Rogue Trader was one of them there at the end. And I liked it. It was fun. I could play that. I could definitely play that with friends. It was me and Hungry playing it for about 3 hours. Fucking cool. Okay, I said that, like, that's my first real Warhammer game. I did play, hold on. Just we're doing some processing. Let me pull up my Steam library again. There's my Warhammer games. I played Warhammer... I have Total War Warhammer, which I think is awesome. Love those. This is what I have. Rogue Trader, Space Marine 2. There we go. I had a little bit more. So I did Dawn of War 2 for a stream. I did Rogue Trader for a stream. I have Space Marines 2. Oh yeah, I would never want to live in that one. No. When are you going to finish Undertale? Never. Cool game. Not for me. Look, guys. If you guys want to play this one multiplayer... I think this game is cool. I'll play the fuck out some Space Marine 2 with you guys. That would be fun. I bought that for myself for Christmas. But yeah, that's what I have. This was my introduction to Warhammer. I am a nerd. I go to comic shops. I know what Warhammer is conceptually, and I know that the game exists. But I have never played anything related to Warhammer. So my first experience was Total War Warhammer 2. Love this game. Very much love this game now that the Mortal Empires DLC came out. I will play these with you guys. I like RTS games. I don't like playing them alone. I will play these. Love the Total War Warhammer games. They're fucking awesome. Okay. I bought Space Marine 2 during Christmas because I wanted Space Marine 2. I played like 50 minutes of it a couple days ago. On my lunch break, I was working from home. I was like, let me try this out. There was an update for it. I installed it over Christmas and planning to play it. Just haven't done it yet because I also bought Ashes of Creation in late January. But this is fun. I will play this with you guys. That would be nice if they did a 40K one. That would be cool, Wolf. I like that. That would probably make me want to get into the tabletop. But I digress. Fun stuff. I will play this with you. Play my copper fragments. 250 experience. Where are we at? Processing. Metalworking. 96% to level 7. Damn it, Bobby. All right, let's get another one going. We've got 5 rare zinc. All right, we'll start that job. All right, we got that processing going. In the Warhammer universe, like the medieval type Warhammer, not 40K universe, the Total War Warhammer, I like playing as the dwarves because I always pick dwarves. Dwarves are fucking awesome. They have beards. Beards are cool. I'm not biased at all, guys, okay? I just like beards. And short guys, all right? I really like playing in Total War Warhammer 2, the undead Egyptian guys. I'm brain farting. I can't remember the name of their faction. That is my favorite faction to play. They are so much fun. The Tomb Kings, thank you. Tomb Kings are so cool, and they kind of fit the theme of the stream anyway, but Tomb Kings are so fucking cool. Those are my favorite guys to play as, especially in the Mortal Empires map. I only play the Mortal Empires map. When I play an RTS, I was that kid who would spend like an entire week building a map on StarCraft every day after school for me to spend my entire weekend playing the map that I made. And I made these huge, intricate, crazy maps. When I saw what Mortal Empires was in the Total War Warhammer game, that's what made me buy that game. I had a friend who was streaming it, and I watched them play Total War Warhammer 2. And then they showed me the first game and the Mortal Empires map. I'm like, it's huge. This will take us weeks to beat. Yes, I want to take over the world with my faction. That's what I want to do. So that got me into those games. That's the kind of RTS I can get behind, damn it. Vermintide 2 is pretty cool if you like horde shooters. I don't quite know how I feel about horde shooters. They can be fun. They can also get real old, real fucking quick. So I don't know. I tell you what, there is one horde shooter that I very much enjoy playing. And no, it's actually not Helldivers 2, even though I thought Helldivers 2 was cool. Yes, I hit level 8 in metalworking, I think. I just saw the green flash. Or no, that was somebody else. Damn bastards, I'm still close. I was like, yeah. Oh, wait, it's not me. Anyways, Starship Troopers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. In my mind, that's the only horde shooter that should exist. If you've watched Starship Troopers, if you've read Starship Troopers, yeah, that game is fucking awesome. It's everything I wanted to do as a kid. I just wanted to do my part. All right, Metalworker 8, we did it, finally. All right, a little ways more to go. Expert mining. Air copper 6 and then 2 epic zinc. And we'll just go ahead and do those. 1. Boop. Boop. Sounds good, Panda. Hey, dude, do you play Delta Force? Free-to-play shooter? You should. It's awesome. We'll play it together sometime. You've done 2 co-op Mortal Empires campaigns with your brother-in-law in Total War Warhammer 2. Empire, Bretonia, and Skaven. Skaven Tomb Kings. So... yeah, get it. It's free to play, Lynx Panda. Free, and it's in beta, and it's better than 2042 as it sits right now, 2 years after release. It's like Battlefield 4 vibes, friend. It's good. Yeah, Mortal Empires, dude, it's... bleh. It's so ridiculous, Looney. I love it. That's the only way I play those games. Like, I've never played the campaign. I don't care to play the campaign. I could give a shit less. I want to sandbox myself in the Mortal Empires gigantic world map and complete world domination. That is what I want to do in the Total War Warhammer games. That's a game to where story, narrative, reason does not exist. It's an RTS. I need to conquer the world or I die trying. That is it. And I love that. And the battles that they do in those games, like, you have the 2 armies that actually, come face to face on the field, and you can move the units around, and dude, that shit is so cool. And doing that multiplayer is even more fun because I have never finished a Mortal Empires run. I've done maybe, I don't know, maybe about 30, maybe 40 hours into a playthrough with a friend. So we got, not even a quarter of the map conquered between the two of us. But that's the most I've done. Never completed a map with a friend. But multiplayer, Total War, Warhammer 2, Warhammer 3, etc., is so much fun in those battle sequences because you could, divide the army. I will take the archers and chariots. You take the halberders and the berserkers. You know what I mean? And you could both run different tactics on the battlefield simultaneously. Or if you wanted to be super cheesy, the other person you're playing with could play for the enemy and just run really stupid tactics to make the enemy fuck up so you could win battles you probably shouldn't win, and they just make them lose on purpose. You could do that too. I've done it. It's worth it sometimes when you get forced into a fight you're not going to win, and it's like fucking you up. You're like, hey, bro, come, run the enemy for me and then run them away so I can win. If we could get, no more than, 4 people, I think 3 would be the sweet spot, honestly. If I could get, 3 or 2 people to join me, so 3 people total, to play a Total War Warhammer 3 Mortal Empires map campaign with me, I'll do it. I'll do it with just one person. But I think 3 people on the map, with a map that size, really is like a good thing, like a 3-way alliance. We could own the map and not spend a year and a half playing. You know what I mean? It would take a while, but it wouldn't take forever to do. Yeah, more to well, it's kind of like a D&D campaign, right? Like it's turn taking, just like it's turn taking in that RTS style. I don't want to fucking wait all day. Like there's already 200 fucking AI factions that have to take their turns. Let's not wait on other people, like real people, to do their turns because real life happens. I gotta take my dog out. I gotta have a conversation with wifey. I'm streaming and talking to stream instead of playing the game. It does have simultaneous turns for the AI, it's true, but there's a lot of them. Oh, Warhammer 3 has mostly simultaneous turns. Oh, yeah, that's true. It is a lot better at it, but the premise of it still remains that it's going to take a while to get it done, and the more people you have, the longer it will take, kind of thing. Ah, that's awesome, Looney. I've been wanting to get into DMing, to tell you the truth. I really do want to DM a game. Specifically, I want to DM Star Wars Tabletop, so if anyone wants to do that, let me know. But I actually am doing a Session 0. I am starting a new D&D campaign with some co-workers tomorrow. After stream, going to a co-worker's house and doing a Session 0 for a new campaign. I do not have the time in my life to run more than one D&D to be in more than one D&D campaign at any given time. Just one is what I have time for. I already have my job. I have stream. I'm married and have adult responsibilities. I don't need anything else than that. But we meet every other week, once a week. Our first session will be tomorrow. It's going to be Saturdays every other week from now on. I just couldn't do today. It's actually going to be homebrew. It's still 5e rules, but it's a homebrew setting. My coworker who's DMing has been DMing since he was a kid. We're the same age. He is an English major. His whole life goal was to become a writer and publish stories and D&D stuff. He works in IT now. He had a house fire and lost everything he ever wrote. But he still DMs and plays D&D. He's really good at D&D. He knows his shit. And I've read, he has actually made like a full-on world. Like not just a custom campaign. No. A custom world. He's basically making a game book for this world, and it is something impressive, let me tell you. The guy has done some great work with it. So I'm looking forward to him DMing. He was a member of our party. I know some of you guys have been around for a little bit the last 2 years. When we first moved here, we started a D&D campaign with some coworkers. We didn't finish it. We did Lost Mines of Fendelver. We did finish that. And then we were going to start another campaign but we did the Lost Mines of Phandelver remix. It's done in the same universe as the Critical Role universe. Anybody watches that? A lot of people watch that. But it's in that world. But Lost Mines of Phandelver for that world. So it uses their cities and terminology and races and lore, but that adventure. And it was fun. That sounded like dude's flying mount. All right, we got more to process. Rare copper. 5. Boop, boop. Name that zinc. Okay, and I'll go ahead and do one more rare copper because that'll finish that stack out. Okay. Adult responsibilities, those don't exist, unfortunately. You can just remove sleep time for D&D. I mean, yeah, could. That's awesome, Looney. Oh, yeah. So, I have only actually played tabletop D&D, despite the nerd that I am. The nerd that you guys have learned me to be. Sorry, I had to look at something. I had never actually played D&D before. Until my first campaign with my coworkers. I have done one tabletop gaming campaign ever in my life up to this point. Before then. I streamed it live on Twitch, but it was like 8 years ago. I had a friend of mine who has all of the Star Wars tabletop stuff. And I now have it all digitally on a OneDrive, but all of it. And we did a Star Wars D&D or tabletop campaign that was the Mandalorian Wars. Lynx Panda, you remember that shit. It was the Mandalorian Wars time period, and we basically were a squad of Mandalorian commandos, and we followed the events of the Mandalorian Wars in the Star Wars Legends now lore that led up to the game Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. But we were following the campaign of the Mandalorians' war effort through the Republic. That was my first time ever doing tabletop. First time. I loved that. Now that used a D&D 3.5 rule set. So, and 3.5 is, I got to know it pretty well because I really got into it and I read the books and I learned the systems and stuff, and that was cool. And I really do want to DM that someday. And I have all of the material. It'd be nice if they republished the material in 5e so I didn't have to do as much changing of things, but as long as people played 3.5 before, then it won't be an issue. And they're supposed to be remaking it for 5e anyway. There was some project I looked up online. They are remaking the Star Wars tabletop material to 5e rule set. But I have all the stuff for 5e rule set as well. Never had a group of coworkers or friends who played either. Read Dragonlance, some Forgotten Realms books, played Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2. Love the games and systems, never could find people to play with and need personal. Yeah, no, that's fair. Now that I think about it, there is a D&D, like a licensed D&D video game that I played. And I played it it was the very first game I ever streamed on my very first Twitch account, or Justin TV account. And it was called Neverwinter. It's an MMO. It's a D&D MMO. It's still going today. For a while, it was kind of pay to win. That's what kind of chased me away from the game. It got kind of bad. But it's really cool. The concept of it's amazing. I think it's gotten better, but it's a very niche game. It is still getting updates. But I played that game. I learned some about D&D because of that. And then played the Star Wars tabletop, and then I've played an actual 5e campaign now. So... played Lord of the Rings online for a while instead. See, I picked up Lord of the Rings online and tried it. But it never stuck for me. mainly because I did have a large group of friends. I led the largest RP guild in the game for Star Wars Galaxies at the time. Like, there were 1,200 people. I was busy playing Star Wars Galaxies and World of Warcraft. And then playing Battlefield 2 and Rainbow Six Vegas on my Xbox with my other friends. Like, that time period, I tried Lord of the Rings Online. I thought it was cool, but I had like 0 friends playing it, and I had 1,000 people waiting for me to make RP events in another game, and, you know, PvP with like my core group of like 8 to 10 friends, and WoW. Like, I could not devote the time to learning Lord of the Rings Online. I think it's cool. I love Lord of the Rings. I love the lore. Like, I've read the Silmarillion. It was hard, but I've read it. I like it, but I never made the time to really get into that game. Nope, I'm not doing those yet. Those are at the end of stream. I can't smelt 10 yet because I need apprentice. Guess I can throw those in my bank. And we can do 2 uncommon zinc and then those 4 copper. Alright, so we'll do that. Start job. We can set up a Denizens West Marches campaign. Let's see how this campaign goes that I'm starting tomorrow. I'm not going to overpromise a damn thing because I don't know how this game's going to go. 2 of the individuals in this game are also co-workers that I never really hung out with outside of work. I say never really. I have never hung out with outside of work and barely hung out with at work. I don't know these other 2 very well. It's a small party. It's a DM and 3 players. So our session shouldn't take too fucking long. We're aiming for like 3 hours every other weekend. We'll see how that goes before I make any kind of ideas about any other campaigns. I guess tomorrow, since I did a lot of processing and stuff tonight, guys, tomorrow, which I'll be ending stream here in like 15 minutes. Tomorrow morning, when we go live, I will be working on trying to level up my character. We'll be doing some combat stuff. We'll be running around doing these quests to get my glint and everything to pay my taxes in Jova, but also we'll be, you know, headed down here to Oakenbane Keep and murdering a bunch of shit, doing some grinding, getting some XP, getting some loot. We're going to be trying to get a group and learn, because I've never have a successful run for more than like 30 minutes here in the Remnants of Cephalon, ROS. This is where I should be from my level, and ride that till like level 20, basically. So if I can get a group of 7 other players plus myself, because the group size is 8 in this game, and that's the group, not raid size, group size. If I can get 8 people and go through here and get some grinding and get a couple levels, that would be fantastic, because I can make some money and get some loots and stuff. Get some better gear, all that mess. Right, so then I need to do the copper fragments. Uncommon, I have 4 instead of 5. Great, so let's waste all this oak. Yeah, it's 25 right now. Max level is 25 in the Alpha 2. And it does take some work to get to 25. It is not a quick thing. Especially because it's one of those games that when you die, there's an XP deficit. Like, you lose XP that you have to earn back to even get back to where you can earn XP to level. And it is cumulative. If you keep dying, that XP deficit gets larger and larger. And this materials tab of my inventory every time you die, whatever you have in here, you automatically 25% of this randomly, RNG, but 25% of it is deleted. Deleted. I repeat, deleted. And then the other 25% and another 25% is dropped on the ground that you can, or someone else running past your corpse in the wild can then loot. So I don't like the deleted. Yeah. Now, there are ways to mitigate how much of that happens, and that is here in your guild upgrades. Power multiplier, mana regeneration. Let's see. Hold on. There is a thing that affects like XP. You know, XP debt multiplier reduced by 15%. Yes, part of like your guild perks. Let's see. Those are all XP gathering process. Oh, processing time reduction rating? Fuck yeah, I need that. Quality of crafting, max guild size, crafting, max guild size, crafting. So all of these are combat related. That one's XP debt multiplier, that's nice. Resource drop, reduced by 10%. So the amount that, you know, you drop is reduced by 10%. So there are some small ways of mitigating it, but no, that's a... If you die, you lose shit. So don't die to dumb shit. Can you get ganked in town while crafting? Technically, yes. Yes, you can. Yeah, that can happen. I don't know if there are like city guards that show up to fuck up people who do that. I have seen like over here at the market where there's like, you know, people over here like posting things to sell. I've seen a bunch of people standing at a market get murdered by PvPers who then subsequently left, like ran. So whether or not they ran from NPC people or from other people, I don't know. When the killing started, I fucking ran. I fucking ran. And then, yeah, they would leave the corpses. So it kind of started to where they killed a person, whether it was one of their buddies or somebody else. They killed somebody. And when you die, you leave a little pile of loot on the ground. And if you have certain things in your inventory, like this legendary halcyon, my body, my corpse will glow with the legendary glow, letting people know there is a legendary drop in this pile of crap on the ground. And then when you loot someone else's crap off the ground, you are automatically flagged temporarily for PvP, meaning you can be attacked by people. Not that you immediately can go attack people, but you can be attacked because you stole from a corpse. That's fair. And anybody can loot anybody's corpse. That 25% I talked about dropping to the ground can be looted, but when you do that, that flags you. When that flags you, anyone can PvP and kill you without penalty, because there is a penalty for ganking people. Now let me go into that, Looney. In fact, let me get you some more exact information. Let me start up this stuff really quick. Uncommon, zinc, 5 minutes. Okay. So that's how long I have until I end stream anyway, basically. So that works. All right. People fall for it, never clearly played Eve. Fuck, bro. I'll get into that because I was going to bring that up. Yes, you are correct about that. And then, hold on, 20. Cancel. I have 25 of these. I need to do 25. There we go. Stand by. Anyway, I want to look this thing up about the whole way this works type deal. Ashes of Creation. So there are opt-in systems and open world systems for PvP. When you gank someone, there is a penalty for an unprovoked attack, so to speak. There are penalties involved, and people don't want. It's called corruption. You don't want corruption. Private cargo container trick is not exactly new. Exactly, right? Okay, so you have a lot of PvP stuff to do. There are sieges. You know, when you own like cities and or castles or territory, you can be sieged. Caravans, which are a thing you can actually, do in game, which there may even be some out here right now I could show you. But basically, if you've ever played Black Desert Online, you may be familiar with it. But you talk to an NPC in town, and you either buy a bunch of materials to ship to somewhere else to thus make you money. Think Elite Dangerous, think Star Citizen, think Black Desert Online. I'm a trader. I'm taking shit from here in Jova, and then I'm going to take my cart that's being pulled by my horses, and I'm going to go to Marileth and sell them. And that takes time for me to travel. Unlike BDO, it's not automated. They will not auto path. So I have to drive it, and depending on the stats of the cart that I built and my beasts of burden, it may be pretty slow. It may take me an hour to travel that distance, or it may take me 20 minutes if I have a really good one. So you do that. While you are doing that, it is open season. People can come and attack you as a PvP thing and not gain corruption by doing so, because that is a PvP event. You choose to either attack or defend a caravan. And the person driving the caravan, well, you're just fucking driving a caravan. Let's hope that you have enough health to make it where you need to go, or that you have people that are willing to escort you. Okay, so that's a mechanic of PvP there. Then you have your sieges. So like these cities, like Marileth, this zone, this city, this mayor can declare war against this mayor. And Marileth can go to war against Winstead. And Winstead, the city, can be destroyed. It can be deranked due to that war. All right, that's another PvP thing. That affects people who are citizens of those nodes. You have guild wars, guild versus guild, where anybody in that guild is already flagged for you because your guilds are at war no matter where they are. There's naval PvP in the open seas. Yes, right, guys, we can have boats. We will have boats, and we will be navigating the ocean to go from land to land, and there will be even PvP on the seas via boats. Think Arcade, if you guys ever played that. Yeah, they're a lot like that. Well, a lot like that. Okay. And then there is open world PvP, and that's from you can optionally flag for PvP. There is the looting of people and getting marked for PvP, and then someone killing you for being a thief. And then there's the thing you're concerned about, that we're all really concerned about, right? If you're not somebody who cares for being ganked while crafting. And that is the player corruption mechanic. So if a combatant that's somebody that's marked purple, or their summons kills a non-combat character, which means if I'm flagged for PvP, I can attack you if you aren't flagged because I want to. I can do that. But by doing that, I will get what's referred to as a status condition called corruption. The goal of the corruption system is to keep risk alive in the game for PvP, but significantly curtailing or deterring the ability for players to grief gank other players. So corruption score value increases with each non-combat player killed. Corruption score has a scaling impact on the efficacy of a player's skills in PvP, the higher the corruption score. So the more skill and stat dampening applies until the corrupted player ultimately becomes ineffective for combat. This dampening only affects PvP combat. So if you are a jerk and you want to go gank a bunch of people and grief people, the more you kill innocent people, basically you get a stat reduction. The worse you get at PvP combat. until you start getting fucking ganked and murdered and lose your shit. And the only way to come back from your corruption, it's like an XP debt, is you have to go kill NPCs. You have to go kill non-players and gain a certain amount of XP of killing non-players to be able to get back to normalcy and not be corrupted anymore. On top of that, Looney, there is this right here. Corrupt players suffer death penalties at 4 times the rate of a non-combatant character. So if the guy that killed you then turns around and gets killed, that 25% turns into 50% of the shit in their inventory is deleted. So basically whatever they looted from you gets deleted, 50% of it, and then they drop 50% of it. See, Looney, and that's why I bought into the alpha. I can be the beater. I can be the beta testing cheater. The beater. I can do the Kirito. When the game releases, I'm going to know where all the stuff is, where to get my recipes, where to build my weapons, where to XP grind. I'm going to be better than the other nerds. So they can't do that to me. See? That's it. You got it. But yeah, the SAO bridge is hilarious. You never want to go full Kirito. That's also true. No need to wonder where your god is. I haven't watched that in a while. I need to. But anyway, so I'll link this to you so you can read the rest of it, Looney. But that's the whole corruption thing. So, corrupted player locations are also marked on the map. So kind of like when you're doing PvP in World of Warcraft right now, when you're in war mode, when somebody's, linked a high value target or whatever it's called, they actually show up as an icon on the map wherever they are so you can hunt them down. Happens in this game too. So there are many things in place to mitigate people being a dick for the sake of being a dick. There's no way to stop it in a game where PvP exists like this. At least in the mechanics like this, and it's not like only instanced PvP. So you're never going to get rid of people being assholes, especially because it's the internet. But you can give them enough penalties to where maybe there's a good deterrent for them being assholes. That's already happening in the game, Looney. That's already a thing. There are 2 guilds that are known for ganking caravans, like Federation being one of them. And there are other people like these guilds, actual pirates, in which there are like 30 of, because it's Pirate Software's stream community guild, and they're so large, they need like 25 guilds to hold everybody. Those guys will act as bodyguards for one another, or for even other companies as they're doing shit, and fight off these other guys that want a PvP. So that's already part of the game. Hell yeah. And shit, we may end up having to do it ourselves. I want to PvP in the game. I just, like voluntary opt-in PvP. I don't like having it forced upon me at all. But at the very least, I like to be able to defend myself, because I do like PvP. And if a motherfucker wants the smoke, they can catch it. These hands are rated E for everyone. So this technically has open world PvP, but is intended to be optional. Like, you don't want to open world PvP? This blue area, don't go to it. That's a PvP area. This blank area in the desert, don't go to that. That's an open world PvP area. Don't go there, don't get PvP'd. Most other places, if you get attacked unprovoked, there's a pretty heavy deterrent to keep people from doing that with the corruption system. So in the freeholds, in the nodes that are being ran and affected by players, it's a bad idea to be a dick. and you will be penalized for ganking people. But out here, this is the lawless lands. Don't go there if you don't want a PvP, because that's what that area is about. And it's definitely better than... It may have changed. That kind of PvP system is what chased me away from Black Desert Online. I liked Black Desert Online. It was very fun up until I got about level 54, 55. And I had to go to a certain area. I had to go to one of these type of areas. Like, I had no choice, but in EVE terms, I had to leave high sec space in order to progress. And forcing me into an open PvP area, I did not like. Forced me into an open PvP area in which I needed to spend the majority of my game time killing hundreds upon hundreds of the same fucking things in 2 or 3 places, while also avoiding other players. And I didn't have a choice. Like, that was the place I had to be to get XP, to get the materials I needed, etc., to progress in my game. And I got ganked constantly. I could not get any good grind sessions. I lost a lot of XP. I lost a lot of items. And even though I PvP'd well, and I fought back and I killed people too, that detracted from what I was there to do in the first place, which was to get XP to level my fucking character and go on to new areas. So I got stuck. I got stuck in BDO. I could not progress. I fucking hated it. I quit the game. Wifey didn't even make it that far. She saw the struggles I was in and like, hey, when you hit your next level or 2, you're going to have to come here and this is going to be your life. And she was like, yeah, no. So we stopped playing Black Desert Online. And we both really liked that game like we do this. We were super into it. We had a decent guild. We actually had a group of people playing with us. Wifey was kicking ass with the fishing and making a fucking boat for us. And I was doing like animal husbandry and making cool horses and running trade everywhere. Like, we enjoyed the shit out of the game until we were forced into a world PvP in which there was not a lot of deterrent to keep people from ganking you and being dicks about it. And so there were just too many people that enjoyed ganking you, and you could not enjoy the game anymore. Now, I've read and heard from some people that it has changed over the years. But it affected me so much that I don't want to go back to it. Like, I have no interest in attempting to go back to that game because my experience was so terrible in doing that. I think they have a new one coming out. Isn't it Crimson Desert or something like that? Same studio, right? It's a new MMO coming out. Basically, BDO 2. I'll keep an eye on it. I'll look into it. The game is beautiful. God, the graphics were amazing 10 years ago. They still are. You know, they're great. It's a cool game. And it is a very complex game like this. It has complex crafting. It has, you know, naval warfare and home ownership, player housing, and you know, crafting, but also cool combat and unique classes. I will admit, I very much did not like being stuck in a particular character model. Like, okay, I love my barbarian. That's cool. But to play a barbarian, you had to have a all male barbarians. Like, they're all male. They're all the same character model. All barbarians. All Dark Knights are all female and all the same character model. You can change what you're wearing, but not what you look like. Male, female, not. And that being locked, I was not a fan of that personally. I like freedom of choice. I like being able to, because when I play an RPG, a role-playing game, I role-play to an extent. I don't necessarily do voices and type out and chat in every game. I do play games like that, and I enjoy that. But games are my escape. They're my safe place. They're my place I like to go and distract myself when I disassociate. And therefore, this character, Thanto of the Beastmasters Guild, is me. And in story-driven games, I make those story decisions how I would make them because I am the character. I am playing them. I am not a 6'2" gorgeous Asian woman. So playing as a Dark Knight, as a 6'2" gorgeous Asian woman, didn't do it for me. It just didn't do it for me. Final Fantasy XIV, I like the game a lot. I would play it if I had like 5 or more people to play it with on like a pretty steady session, like pretty steady frequency. I would play it. The only reason I'm not playing World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy XIV right now is because none of the people I play those games with are currently playing those games. And Final Fantasy XIV is not a solo game. It is maybe if you're doing the campaign or whatever like that, and then when you get through the story or whatever, but when you get to the end game, it's group content. I don't have a group to play with. I played with you, Looney, and I enjoyed that. But the two of us can only do so fucking much. World of Warcraft, I fucking love WoW. WoW is the best PvP in any MMO. Fucking fight me. I'm right, you're wrong. But I love WoW. I can play WoW by myself and I sit there in PvP sometimes. But I play WoW for the group content. I like Mythic Plus. I like raiding. I love PvP, but I like ranked PvP. I like raided battlegrounds. I like arenas, which you need some people for. And I can't do those with just little old me. I mean, I can, but it sucks. So I'm not playing World of Warcraft. That's okay. I need to end things for the night anyway, guys. We got on a little rant. I was going to end things at 10. So thank you all for hanging out. I do greatly appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and end things because I'm going to be live again in like fucking 12 hours, guys. At 10 in the morning, we're going back to our normal weekend time, our new normal, which is 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It is now 10 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to be playing some more Ashes in the morning, but we're going to be doing some combat shit. We're going to be fighting and getting some XP, some levels, doing stuff. And thank you guys for hanging out as we're playing Ashes Creation. I'm really enjoying this game, and I'm glad so many of you are actually coming into chat and listening to me rant and or joining me in the game or, just being here and being interactive and part of it. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate it because it is rare as someone that's a variety caster to get into a game, especially a new game, and have your peoples still show up and want to hang out and watch it and play it and watch you play it and enjoy it with you. Sometimes you pick a game and no one cares to watch it. And that sucks sometimes because you may really want to play it. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the game and I am very much wanting to play it. This is cool. This doesn't happen often. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Trash, and I appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, I'm heading out too. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great night. Thank you for our new follows. G-Meister, Celebrock. Appreciate meeting y'all. Good talking to you. Those of you that have popped in, hanging out with us tonight. And it's always good to see you, Lynx Panda, a long time, an OG of the graveyard, so to speak. One of like our first 500 followers or something like that. You've been here forever. Thanks for coming by. It's good to see you again, man. I'll see you guys again tomorrow morning, excuse me. And we'll be playing some more Ashes of Creation and getting into the stuff. So love your faces. See you again soon. And never forget, my friends, you stay classy, denizens.